to the fight for the wood. And now we jump into game number 1 here. Rising Star Finals. TaToH against Elklan Bender, PG Lands, or Aantan in this case. Let's take a look how they will play it out. It will be TaToH playing the hunts, and so is obviously our Aantan here. And we can see 5 stable start, and Aantan with a more like open build-up, not standard as it is nowadays. He obviously is one of the old school players, if you ever seen one. And let's take a look. Start is so scrappy here. TaToH might even lose the first villager. Let's take a look on the other side. One no saved. And TaToH's doing a great job of saving villager. Did kill one. So that's quite a reasonable start for him. And we have to look at the population to start, because that will be incredible rushing. One villager ahead here. And now the fighting starts. We have the hunts obviously going for Mass, Paladins, Halberdier, and CA. Then we will see who goes for the market to sell some resources. It is Aantan indeed, having 2 villagers there at the market, but will not finish the market. Let's see if TaToH is going for a counter market. Nope! So Aantan will finish that one for sure later on. And TaToH going for more and more villager killings, ahead by 3 now, and might be even ahead by 4 if he gets another hit done there. At the same time, he isn't losing much, and he's ahead by 10 pop here, which is pretty damn strong. Market now finishes, and now we can see a lot of wood being sold, and compared to TaToH's 4k gold to Aantan's for 4.5, so he has more CA queued up for sure. He is playing 3 stable, 4 barracks, and 9 archery ranges, so that will be a lot of CA compared to TaToH's 5 stable, 5 barracks, 7 archery ranges. He has the siege workshop up a bit earlier, and now soon we can see the first engagement. Populations are pretty even, villager count a bit better here for TaToH. And the first big engagement should be coming up. Aantan still without a single siege workshop, which might hurt him a lot, because in CA against CA fights, the Rams soak so much damage, but TaToH, he has those siege workshops up, but isn't producing out of them. Now the big first engagement should go pretty even if you ask me, especially if TaToH is sending some to the side and is not patrolling in with everything, so it might even go a bit better here for our German player here. And TaToH is retreating, sacrificing all his halberdiers to the front, and now it's looking tough. He needs to fall back, has 2 beautiful castles here at the front, so he cannot really get pushed. Nice rate at the crappy microphone, or crappy micro. So the microphone should be good. I will check it if it's bad. Sorry for that. More castles here at the side, and he is getting the gold production rolling. Better kill shot so far for our player in blue. Okay, then we'll check the microphone after the game. Shouldn't be that bad. Sound input should be seems bad. Okay, I will try to fix that after the game. We will see about that. Sorry for now, but I will continue casting, and then we can see if I have something wrong selected off. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I'm also pretty sure that I cannot change that during the... Oh no, I could. No idea. So, denied over here at the right hand side, and now the push continues. More rams now for Aantan, who's trying to control some at the left hand side. Some ratings here from TaToH as well, and it feels a bit like Bender is heavily ahead here. Let's take a look at the CA count. 102 CAs here for Aantan, but he's pushing with a bit too few rams if you ask me. So the 3 castles absolutely firing at them, and yeah, it looks like TaToH can hold here if we don't see more rams or traps coming in, and I feel like Bender should absolutely retreat here. Okay, maybe it's a bit better now. We'll see about that. And I will do more microphone fixing after the game, and we can talk about it a bit more. But for now, we will try to concentrate on the game, because every game counts here in this best of 11, best of 9 finals. At the moment, still Aantan with more military, but needs to retreat now. The lack of siege was really bad for him. And yeah, therefore TaToH could hold. Some more raids at the side, but seems like TaToH can hold indeed. With 2 or all 3 offensive gold spots was absolutely necessary that you tower or castle up there. Now needs to fall back a bit. Let's take a look at the relic count. I think we should even add the number of relics here in the scoreboard. And save and close. At the moment, 0 to 0 relics. We have 3 at the right hand side here, 1 exactly in the 3 at the right hand side, 1 on the left hand side. So 1 player has a relic picked up here. Oh no, there's the first one. So pretty neutral for 1, a bit better for TaToH, or maybe heavily better for TaToH. Let's think about it. Now the push continues here. Now we have the trap, now we have the ramps, we have the big attack, and there's so much more military here for Aantan, who's now pushing in. We have Halberdiers in this late stage in the game. Yeah, 15 minutes late in the DM game. You don't want to go for more Halberdiers, you want to have Paladins and CA only, and therefore Aantan is pushing here. 1 castle down, 2nd castle under threat, and controlling that gold spot is so good for him as well. He will try to push in. TaToH struggling to keep up the production, or actually he's at pop 190, and that means he's roughly 15 ahead of TaToH, of Banda here, but so much more siege and simply Halberdiers, and remember it's 20 less military as well, because the military count is so much better for TaToH. Tarkan still in the castle, not helping out too much. Now TaToH did hold that, but this castle is still under threat, and simply Bender not having enough ramps all game long. I'm a bit confused. He only has 2 siege workshops. That's a big problem. Compare that to the 5 siege workshops of TaToH here, who's now pushing back. Military count finally in his favor. And remember, he's 30 villagers up as well. And now he pushed this back. He still has control of all the relics. Now secured 1 for himself. I think it might even go 4 to 1 relics in his favor. So I have to give the small advantage here for TaToH. And Aantan overextended a bit. Let's take a look at extra gold spot. 1 on control of TaToH, 1 in control of Bender. So that's super even as well. Lots of idle villagers, some raidings going on, but was hold for now. Overextending a bit, having no buffer in front of his CA, 2nd relic being picked up here, and now all the gold miners here at the front. I think there is no mining camp behind here, so they are all walking back home, and yeah, a lot of villagers dying here at the front. TaToH dropping to pop 170, now retreating, sending all the villagers into the castle, so that's a lot of arrows flying, but yeah, does he really have enough gold income at the moment? If this gold spot runs dry, he's completely out of it if he cannot get this. So Bender should absolutely focus on controlling this middle area. He's attacking basically only there, so that's his main focus, and you probably realize the situation, but he needs to continue doing exactly that. Now building another castle. TaToH finally building a mining camp here, and I want to see more traps again from our player in blue. CA needs to retreat. Now it's Bender having nothing in front of his CA. Castle, even if it goes up, I think it won't really live very long. Now trying to even retreat with the villagers, but castle down, and that was a solid 650 stone lost. And his side's still not really going for the stone spot, so that's not really important to him. Let's take a look at his resources. TaToH looking pretty solid. Bender 2.2k wood, resources in the market at 60 for food, so that's not even heavily abused. Now stalemate here in the middle, and remember, there's no hills, so hill camping is not an option here. At the moment, both players going for CA and Rams, but TaToH has some paladins, so if we go into a big engagement, it has to be so much better for our Spanish player here. And now TaToH is pushing, having 40 more pop. Bender bit out of army, and now the attack is coming in. Paladins there as well. I think it has to be so much better for TaToH, killing all the Rams before TaToH sends in his Rams, and now all the CA of Aantan shouldn't do too much damage. More Paladins going down, and Aantan needs to retreat, and now suddenly TaToH can threaten the gold spot here of Aantan. It's looking better and better for him. Still 40 pop ahead. Bender's trying to build a castle here at the side. More Rams pushing in, now needs to retreat with them. Traps should be sent to the castle, and then the push keeps continuing so strong. More Halberdiers now coming in from Aantan, trying to get any buffer in front of his CA. But still, TaToH has such a strong army, and I'm super impressed how he's playing this. 7 Rams here at the side trying to go for some castle killing, but not 100% sure if that's what will really happen. More Rams coming in, and there's only 1 Tarkin, so at the moment it looks good. TaToH still 3 relics compared to 1, not taking this one. More traps coming up, and he's controlling the center area. Bender cannot get his gold here in the middle. More side attacks being prepared later on for TaToH. Bender just sitting behind his castles. Has a nice food eco, very spread out and well protected at the same time. Tarkin's trying to kill the Rams, but I think the Rams will kill the castle earlier, and now the monastery there is under threat. The monk picked up the 4th relic, so TaToH will go into the 4v1 lead. So better kill stats for Bender here. Let's take a look. Monastery lives. A lot of Rams lost their lives, and indeed the attack at the right hand side will be launched pretty soon. I think we need to see TaToH continuing to push here at the front. Both players still didn't build a single Hussar, and indeed only Aantan built skirms. So now we are transitioning into kind of the later stages of a deathmatch game here, where we need to build a lot of trash units. People not going for stone very heavily here, and yeah, the wood control in the long run is very important. At the moment TaToH the one who is expanding a bit better, and yeah, I think he shouldn't take his wood spots at his home base, especially if he is controlling the side areas. Now he is pushing here at the right hand side. Beautiful move, trying to distract a bit in the middle, and now going for the easy castle kill. Having 5 Rams here, going for the villagers as well, and let's see how Andy is reacting here. Sending skirms over, but skirms alone won't do the job. Now even some Tarkans going for the raid, and Bender is pushing through the middle. Let's take a look. 3 Rams, still very high on HP. Now Hussar's coming in from TaToH as well. He's continuing with this push, is going for another castle, and if those 2 castles are going down, he has a nice opportunity to go for a lot of trade raiding here. Same time he needs to make sure to not die at home. 3 Rams still alive. He's sending in 1 of his own. Halberdiers, they're doing a lot of killing, although they fought under the castles. Both castles down. Now the skirmishes are trying to come in, but Tarkan's doing a great job of killing them. CA now going in, maybe overextending a bit. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, he's going for the kill, and that might be very costly for him. Trying to go for a nice attack here on the left hand side into the wood line. TaToH now 40 pop ahead again. 25 villagers did hold the middle and is going for more raids. Aantan cannot really engage this, is losing some farms even, and might even lose another TC, losing so many villagers here on wood. Let's take a look at Andy's lumberjacks. The amount of lumberjacks is at 15, and that's obviously way too low if you're late Imperial Age here. And 33 minutes in the DM game is late Imperial Age. Another attack here at the left hand side. TaToH's macro absolutely on point, and not overextending here with the TA. You can see he's staying there, being annoying as long as possible, and only then, when he sees, okay, I cannot have a cost efficient fight, he's retreating. At the same time, the Rams should kill that castle. 1 more hit needed, and indeed he's getting the kill. At the same time, pushing over here. TaToH is just toying with Andy here. That's super surprising, and a lot of people would have thought that the player from the winner bracket should take control here, but at the moment it's TaToH playing the Huntswell, which should be probably one of his weaker ones, I believe. Maybe Goth and maybe Teutons should be at the bottom of his favorite list, but yeah. Let's see how this continues. TaToH still full control, but only 10 pop ahead. We have Aantan being ahead with 20 more military, and he's killing pretty cost efficiently in this. Yeah, just continuing to do that. Another attack here at the front. Interesting to see by Aantan. Let's take a look at the wood control. That's still all reasonable. Another attack here prepared at the left hand side. TaToH still refusing to go for skirmishes. Compare that to Aantan, who, yeah, I feel like built 40 in this game. But TaToH now out of rams here, trying to launch the next attack, but we'll lose that castle at the front. It was a very ambitious one, if you ask me. Castle is being repaired, ram is coming in, some army being sent in by Aantan here, but should easily be cleared up. And Aantan just reacting, trying to go for the right hand side. TaToH losing castle, yes, but then retreating, sending in more to the right hand side, sending in more to the left hand side, and he's keeping up the aggression, he's keeping up the full control. If he continues to just raid the wood spots, this one will run dry pretty soon. That's a big one still, but that's not too much left. So then we have to think about the exposed ones here, all in the middle, but at the same time, Aantan is still absolutely in this game. He has the same pop, he has more military, and he's trying to push. He got one castle, he got now a second castle. Hussars are coming in, but some halberdiers to protect the rams. And TaToH losing this castle. Now rams coming in at the same time. Aantan stops at the left hand side, and this still feels super even. But remember, 4 against 1 relics here, so in the long run I have to give it to TaToH. Last series TaToH played here in the loser bracket finals or consolation finals, however you will call this. He played against Rocks. Hans was starting as well in GA, and he played a 1 hour 40 minute starting game. So he is used to playing exhausting games number 1 and still go for the whole series and still be concentrated in the very last game. So I have to think with the Pandom that TaToH is playing nowadays, he has to have the advantage if it goes to another best of 9, and even at the end of the first best of 9 maybe, if, yeah, the games go very long. And a nice food eco here, very spread around, but he has a solid 15 idle villagers, both of them though. Now building some barracks at the right hand side, wants to be defensive there, and expanding, trying to get more and more wood spots. As I said in the intro, it is pretty tough to control all the wood spots, and yeah, sooner or later we have to fight for that, more so than on basically any other map. Maybe Atacama, but I'm not sure of Atacama. I think it is in the map pack. Halberdiers now trying to protect the trap, and the trap still lives. There's 1 HP here. Should get a repair, and villagers are coming in, so that castle will most likely die. Oh! The trap died in the end. And yeah, but revenge there at the left hand side. More raids coming in, halberdiers, but being chased by halberdiers. Not 100% sure who's winning this fight. More rams for TaToH basically means most of the time he is winning, but he doesn't really have a lot of units doing some damage, so only a handful of skirms, not more CA. But yeah, simply the rams at the front soaking so much damage, so incredibly good for him. Now going for more ram attacks, but not doing the greatest damage ever. Bender expanding here to the left hand side. TaToH still with more map control. This player now with a reasonable army composition of halberdier, hussar, and skirmishers, sending in everything, and no side ratings at the moment, so all the army is combined here at this very spot in the middle. We have some army left over here, but that's not really most important. Main attack here is at the front, and then yeah, it's kind of tough to really advance and kill someone, and most of the time you're just waiting to mass up 10 ramps and go for another attack. And obviously, TaToH should do that a bit more efficiently, since he has 4 times the gold income at this very moment. How long it takes for you to get exhausted playing DM? Maybe sometimes 1 game, sometimes 30 games. It's, yeah, really depending on my mood and how the games are going and such. It's tough to say in general, but it's a bit faster than on random map, because the games are starting so much quicker after one another as well. Some ratings going in now, beautiful moves from both players, sending some CA, sending some hushers, but the main push here at the front, and Aantan looks a bit stronger. So not that much food. Let's take a look at his. He has 62 farmers and only 11 lumberjacks. That's not a lot. That has to be those ones. And yeah, so I want to see more hussars from him. He's controlling the middle pretty nicely now. But I want to see him add another maybe 2 and maybe 10 villagers there as well. Bender now out of Harvarders as it seems. Look at that, only 4 Harvarders at the front, so the hunters should do a lot of damage, but Castle's still there to produce anti-fend. A lot of villagers now here under threat. Ram's doing a great job at killing the rebuild production facilities here. But now TaToH out of Harvarders, and suddenly Aantan is the guy killing. Oh, and this is so tough to play, guys. It's not like, okay, we'll micro at one front. This is all, okay, we attack at the right-hand side. We need to raid back. We have to produce constantly. So much killing going on. You can see kill-death ratio. Both players way above, or not way above, but over 1k already. And yeah, so the production needs to be running. Players, yeah, cannot 100% keep up with the pop 200. Bender doing a bit of a better job here, but he's not producing a lot of hussars at the moment. So it wouldn't hurt TaToH to stay lower on the Harvard account at the moment, but that's obviously tough to judge. Most of the time you just produce and, yeah, just hope to out-counter one who has the worst composition, and at the moment it feels like it's a bit of a better push for TaToH, mainly because of the ramps. Same villager count, pretty same military count as well, and yeah, amazing game number 1 here. Both players just constantly producing at this one point. TaToH trying to expand a bit, going for some raids here as well at the side. Let's take a look at the stats. 23 idle villagers, so 60 farmers, 8 lumberjacks only, and Aantan at the other side is going for 55 farmers and 50 lumberjacks. Skirmish is still active here. TaToH building another castle. Where's that? Oh, that's pretty surprising to me. And Aantan now pushing TaToH back. I think TaToH just needs to regroup and build another strong Pop 200 army. Going for some more nice ratings. If you compare the experience, I think TaToH played, I would say, maybe 200-300 hunts DM 1v1s in his life. Maybe, if it goes high, 500. But, yeah, and Bender probably 3,000. I would say something about that. He's been playing DM, basically before TaToH started playing this game. And he has thousands and thousands of games experience more than TaToH in those settings, but TaToH probably is a faster player and way more active at this very moment. And now Aantan without any Harvarders. Is he losing all his skirmishes? I think he needs to retreat. Look at that. Yeah, now falling back into the castle, but at the same time he's losing all the wood control. Suddenly going down to pop 140, doing a nice ram attack here at the side. Let's see Harvarders coming in to protect the rams, and I think the castle will go down and all the hussars there as well. What a beautiful move by TaToH, by Aantan. TaToH trying to send in more hussars, but Not really the counter and sending in more hussars. Just focusing on the stables for now. Both players at 90 pop, and as you can see, Aantan actually queuing up a lot of more villagers, so he wants to get higher than that. But more ratings, and now the Harbourdies are very spread out in their own eco. Skirmish is being sent back by TaToH, and he's losing a lot of ground here on the right hand side. Did get all the wood though, so that won't be too important in the long run. And now we can see fighting for that wood, and yeah, that will be super interesting. I believe fight for that wood, but that should be better for TaToH. And that one should be a bit better for Aantan, but yeah, we'll see about that. That one will be heavy fought for as well. Let's take a look. Aantan 100 wood, TaToH at 125. So both play absolutely at the limit with resources here. Look at that. Both players with less than 500 of everything. TaToH at the moment, 30 pop ahead, is killing a lot more here as well, and we have a small pause. No, it was just a small lag, and he's continuing the raid, and that's a lot of skirmishes, and skirmishes raid is something we don't see too often, but it's happening here and it's happening now, and it's super efficient as well, because at the moment Aantan has nothing to defend. He needs to send some hussars only. That would do the job already, but yeah, he simply can't. So maybe preparing another ram attack over here. More push through the middle, and that's just relentless. Look at all those dead bodies, and they've been fighting here for the last 20 minutes, I feel. More skirm attack, and Aantan, can he get the 10 hussars to clear that up? I think he could, but at the same time that would mean TaToH can maybe get a bit more breathing room and push here in the middle. Take a look. Harbourdier clearly isn't the answer, and TaToH even microing that group of skirmishers here. Aantan had popped 100 villagers. Now trying to expand here at the side, or maybe it's because the idle villagers were idle. And the next attack's coming in. Rams at the side as well, and it's looking better and better for TaToH again. Controlling so much. The skirm side attack was just beautiful, and now even the trap. That's a unit we can very rarely see at the 1 hour 5 minute mark. Take a look, where is the trap going? Retreating a bit because he didn't want to get killed by that ram. Hussars now finally clearing up what TaToH had here. TaToH trying to run back a bit. No, Harbourdiers, built before, and TaToH is now going for the villagers only snipe. Funny move. Knowing that he cannot take a fight against all the hussars. And yeah, microing there a lot. That's very untypical for a deathmatch game. And losing the trap here at the front because the army was a bit out of position. But still, the castle is getting under fire. Maybe that monastery as well. And if we drop from 4 to 1 relics to 4 to none, it looks even worse for a German DM star Aantan here. 1 hour 6 minutes in, and yeah, just pure macro all game long. Very, very exhausting for sure to play this. Now even some CA mix in. Not 100% sure if that's the right choice. I think going for Rams only with all your gold units is a bit better. Aantan now dropping down to pop 100. He has simply no army. He's losing at the front. He's losing at the side. He lost a lot on the right hand side. And I think we will see GG coming in any second now. Monastery at the front going down. Aantan now dropping below pop 100. And indeed, GG. TaToH doing the first step here to extend the series into maybe a second best of 5 and taking the 1-0. Very, very intense game and interesting play by both. Aantan going for the big push but lacking rams. That was the main mistake here for him. And then TaToH just, doing a better map awareness, did smash all the attacks down, did get 4 relics, better position for him for sure. And then he had all the wood control as well. Well played. Killsets in the end even a bit better for him. He did catch up with food, a bit more gold due to relics, and look at that. 4k gold more in relics, and that's so many rams. Okay, I read some interesting questions and statements during the game. Let's try to catch up. Next map will be Franks on GA. That will be interesting as well. Can you switch to TaToH? I read that and did. Bua TC, yeah, kind of. You shouldn't buy wood. So, very promising game number 1. DM Rising Star failing a bit with those two in the finals because they are obviously very well known. It was a tournament for deathmatch players, excluding like the top 20 or top 25. And obviously I was excluded. Most of the every Quendy guy, a lot of top DMers, and yeah, those two probably together with Shine and Democracy of Gods. Yeah, the best ones who did not get banned. Aantan actually didn't know about this tournament and only signed up because of Shine to Shine. And in the end, Shine had to take his sign up back because yeah, he didn't have time anymore. What top are you? Top 5 or the Viper of TM? I would say I'm probably number 5. Jitba, Kellen, Orkut, Viper, me. Yeah, probably. Okay. Then let's jump into game number 2. It is Frank's War here, and we will see a lot of paladins. Let's take a look. 5 stable, 4 barracks start here for TaToH, and Aantan is going for 5 stables, no barracks yet. And let's take a look. No villager down. Whoops. And that was a very sloppy start here for TaToH. Had to garrison his villagers quite some time, and didn't get a villager as well. Defensive market by Aantan. He will go full paladin. Look at that now, aggressive castle, and I think he should lose a lot of villagers here. And yeah, that's absolutely tough. Let's see, but it's not a full frontal attack here by TaToH. Why didn't I go in this tournament? Because like top 20 are banned in this tournament of the DMers. And now some villagers going down as I have foreseen. And now Sun needs 10 to 5 villagers already. And yeah, solid 5 more military as well. So TaToH has the advantage. He is now going for castles. Aantan seems to be fine though with his... Oops, what is that of a siege workshop placement? I want to have a castle up here, honestly. And... yeah, 2 aggressive or offensive gold spots, a neutral one pretty close by. TaToH already going for some map control. Could get 4 relics here in the north area. One, yeah, in the middle here. And TaToH, not the greatest gold spot in the middle. Not the greatest main gold spot here. Needs to build a mining camp close to that. And he will be a bit later when it comes to X-Men production. Fight in the middle here looks a bit better for TaToH if you ask me. Where's all the army of Andy? Now even going for Scorpions. This is so weird. This guy, we can see weird unit choices from him. And if he fights a lot of Halberdiers, Scorpions are pretty good. TaToH continuing with his production, and a bad rally here. You can see still a lot of units going down, and yeah, didn't retreat enough if you ask me. TaToH now going for the gold spots, building defensive castle, and yeah, let's take a look. And how much did he sell? He did only sell wood down to 35. Didn't sell any food. different approach than the Viper, for example, who is even selling food. But most of the time, first of all, you don't have guilds. Second of all, you need a lot of food in Frank's War. Basically, every unit needs food, and even adding more barracks, that's bad. I think 4 barracks is absolutely enough, especially facing so many scorpions here. So I feel like TaToH will struggle on food quite a bit and will have a very horrible kill stats. But he's going for onagers, so maybe if he can get all the onager shots here on the infantry of Aantan, maybe he can do a lot. But Aantan should have enough paladins. Military count now pretty even, both at roughly 130, but the military count so much better for TaToH. Going for the extra gold spots here at the side. He's continuing his raiding, and now I want to see a big engagement. Aantan controlling the hill here in the middle with a very untypical army. We want to see way more paladins. Let's see, he's just waiting for the paladins, and then I will assume that he's going for the big main push, but so is TaToH as well. And now we will have the big engagement. Look at that kill death. It is 50 to 60, and now that will change pretty quickly. Onagers at the front going down. Not the best engagement start here of TaToH. Oh, that was only 2 onagers. And let's see how TaToH is trying to engage this. Having 6 onagers obviously helps in this big 150 army fights. But he has way too many Harbidiers. More traps and Paladin Scorpion. Aantan has a better army composition. What is TaToH doing? He needs to send his Paladins in as well. Now taking the engagement here at the front. Let's take a look. Onager shot could be big. No, denied for now. Onager at the front should be going down. One shot. And where are the paladins of TaToH? What is he doing? Why is he attacking at the front? He's losing so much at the front here. And now he needs to retreat even further, even losing some traps here. And Aantan is pushing. He has a beautiful hill here. Traps unpacked, and they're raining down on the castles now. TaToH completely forgetting about all his paladins. He's trying to migrate out some onager shots. Let's take a look. And they didn't get as much as TaToH wanted to. Now he's doing a reasonable job. Onager is going down. 1 cast and the siege rock shots went down. Need to be replaced by TaToH. And finally he's realizing, oh god, I did want to do something with my paladins. TaToH not getting the resources on the map as well. Look at that, 3k, and he's roughly building paladins. Now getting some relics, and he's doing a nice push here at the side base of Aantan. Both with the same villager count now, but Aantan is 30 military head, and he's continuing to produce. Look at that. Nice army here in the middle. He still has the control of the hill. I want to see a castle actually going up here by Aantan, but he's trying to push the side. He's going for more gold, and needs to go for more and more food eco as well. TaToH very low on the food amount as well. Of 110 here. Now sending in his paladins, and this looks so bad for our Spanish player. Now gets a nice syrup maybe against all the scorpions, but no, he's not running through. He's taking the engagement here, and therefore that's better for Bander. Even killing those paladins, and now the traps should continue to go for the snipes. TaToH is going for the food eco. Look at that. Did build a lot of farms in the last 2 minutes, but will it be enough? Side ratings now coming in, and he's controlling reasonably well. Now going for bombard cannons. That's sometimes a desperate move in Frank's War, when you not try to need to hold. Just build a lot of castles and bombard cannons and try to micro some. Let's see if Aantan will not react properly. Proper reaction is just sacrificing some paladins and continue to push in his face. Or maybe go for the bombard cannons on your own. The castle is still being mass repaired, trying to hold this. Let's see, he's keeping it up, but now the castle is going down just shortly before the traps. TaToH up to pop 140. Aantan is getting a nice food eco up as well. And where's the extra gold spot? It was over here. Whoa, big onager shots, and is TaToH coming back into this game. That's a lot of harmonies here against the Paladins. Beautiful engagement for TaToH, and Sunny is only down 30 pop, but still losing more and more production. Now losing his bombard cannons at the front, or is he? One down, second one lives. Now next Paladin flow is coming in. And TaToH just needs to survive, but this time he's the one with a very low map control. Can't even access everything off his main gold spot as well. Rally count 2 for TaToH, 1 for Bando. That one will be banished as well. A lot of side attacks. Aantan still. Pop 200, or at least close to. Let's take a look at his resources. Yeah, he could easily get to pop 200, but where are all his traps? TaToH indeed, with his bombard cannons, did buy himself a lot of time. But now we can hear the traps coming. What is he producing? More traps even, so he will go up to 5 traps again. TaToH trying to hold the middle here. He did catch up with villagers. Military count lower for him, and he lost all the traps at the side as well. Now I want to see more raids. Look at that. Yeah, the top absolutely uncontested so far, but there are no resources though. Makes sense. 1 castle, 2 castles for Aantan to further continue the stranglehold against TaToH. Onager, which killed the trap, is not going down. Oh, and another castle coming up here, but that will be a lot of dead villagers. And suddenly TaToH ahead in villagers, behind the military only by 20, but has a lot of paladins as well. So yeah, TaToH feels a bit that Bander's still in full control, but when we look only at pop, TaToH's kind of back in the game. Going for some beautiful raids here, and now this Funico isn't very well protected as well. Maybe TaToH can fight him, so yeah, his way back into this game. Defensive castle now being built, and yeah, Aantan not even putting his villagers back into his castle or TC. He's just letting them die for now. At the same time, Axeman against Onagers. He knows he needs to retreat. Now the traps are exposed as well. More Onagers trying to get the snipe from TaToH here in the back. TaToH trying to defend them as well. And suddenly only 1 more trap alive. TaToH with the lead when it comes to Paladins. And Aantan dropping down to pop 120, not noticing this back attack, kind of loses the game point. Actually, he did notice this, but he simply didn't react. Did he think he could push this? What is he doing? He is continuing to build some villagers, not really. And suddenly he's down to pop 70 villagers. Military count even. TaToH, 40 pop ahead. What is happening here? He's pushing this back here now. How did this happen? Bander is simply ignoring all his food. Look at that, he's stuck at 4 food now. And we did, point out before. Oh god, that's not the greatest placement for a protected farm eco as well. TaToH. Strong 60 military, strong 112 wills, strong 5 traps, nice production facilities here as well. I think he's looking in great shape now, even sniping another trap. Bandish just threw the game by losing 40 villagers here at the side. Again, this castle is not getting up. What is he doing? Why is he not reacting at all? This is so not like this, Smiley. And more villagers going down. Look at that. This is so weird. I'm extremely confused here. What's going on? 5 traps now continuing to go at it, and maybe TaToH will even get some more of the relics, because that one might be up for grabs when those traps kill the castle, and there's no question that they will do it. And then now suddenly down to pop 80! And still not taking this area, and he's continuing to waste more 50 feud steps. This is incredible! So finally, this castle will most likely go up here. And yeah, that's an end of an era here of those two paladins. They will have songs written about them winning the battle behind the scenes. And yeah, incredible stuff here. Pop 200 for TaToH. Aantan at pops 90. That includes 18 military only. The strap will easily go down for paladins. Hit squad, and might even go home. No, they will just continue fighting. And TaToH will just continue killing. He killed one castle, he killed 2 castles, now going for the 3rd one. Another paladins, they want to be heroes as well. Oh, we heard they made songs about the 2 guys. Now let's, the 9 of us, go and hope to get some songs for us as well. Scorpions now as well. The relic picked up, and might even be both of them. TaToH indeed 3 relics. Aantan with 0 at the moment. Military pop 200, Tune only 90. Nice damage here by those Scorpions, doing a lot of splash damage, but that's simply not enough. Sending the food eco over here, but that's super unprotected, and if TaToH just focuses his attack to this side, we will have another 40 villagers down here, because 1 castle only to protect is absolutely not enough again. And that's a beautiful awareness and leapfrogging here of TaToH as well. 5 traps. A solid 40 combined halberdier axemen to protect those traps. And yeah, he just continues to attack, and now the attack at the front is coming in. And soon we will have this pop 120 for Aantan going down again, because we can see ratings here in the back, ratings here at the side, the big frontal push, now ratings here at the side, and suddenly we are below pop 100 again. And yeah, Aantan really needs to think about, okay, what went wrong here? I didn't protect my eco in game 1 well enough, and this game I didn't notice that. I'm not 100% sure. He's playing a lot with go to last notification hotkey, so he should notice it, but his reaction, he just underreacted, and indeed GG. Woof. The greatest DM of the first 10 years of this game. Not shining today. At least so far. 2-0. Achievements. Better kill sets for TaToH. He actually should have lost that game. He went for too many halberdiers, didn't fight with all his paladins. He was down to pop 100 against pop 200 of Aantan, who had so much more map control, had the hill in the middle, had the full army control, same villager count, and then just didn't push fast enough. TaToH did hold with his bombard cannons, and then got that weird ratings in, and Okay, next map will be Goth on Gold Rush. That has to be a very nice game. I love Gold Rush games. Okay, let's see. Why is it better to go for X-Men instead of hand cannons? They have bigger attack and bonus against infantry. Well, the X-Men have better damage against paladins, I believe. Or they throw faster. You can stack them up a bit better, and they have more HP against paladins as well. So I think they survive one onager shot, and I think hand cannons don't. Why don't they choose Persians? Would be fun to see 2 Persians fighting each other with elephants. Let's take a look. Is there a Persian's War? Yeah. So the game after that is Persian War. So you will get your wish granted. Yeah, the castle age, the can be built out of castles, and you already have castles. Makes sense as well. Yeah, I always think the M is overrated because the M games are similar to 44 post-M. Let's say similar, but there's still a huge difference for sure. Does Franks have C-Tram? No. Feels like the TaToH's just so much better in late game. Looked like it the last two games. I'm back. What did I miss? Depends on where. Could you increase the volume of a microphone? I decreased it after game 1. In random map, you never see X-Men, they suck. Yeah, because in random map, like in team games, if you have the option to go for, I think this will be a restart, so don't get overexcited. So Goth War here. And where's Aantan? Oh, very short distance here. So we can restart before 2 minutes. Maybe this is game number 3, but I think it will not be. Aantan losing 1 villager. And TaToH not losing 1. Now Huskar production continues, and maybe I'm wrong and this is game number 3 and we are looking into Gold Rush here. Now we can see more and more Huskars coming in. TaToH 1 villager had military count pretty dead even. We have 10 more seconds to get the restart done. Let's take a look, and indeed this game is live, so I was wrong all this time. And now 4 barracks here by TaToH. At the same time we have 3 barracks wanting to go for 4 for Aantan. An archery range here as the defense wants to go for hand cannons, not the greatest option, and we can see Aantan going down to 0 villagers. That will be a very quick GG here, guys. I was so confused because I felt like the start of Aantan was so bad that he would go for the restart, but indeed TaToH's playing this out and he's ahead by 50 military, and villager count is just so weird. Look at that, he's going for mass barracks. Oh, not mass barracks, but now he's going for siege workshop. A lot of champions out, and at the same time we have an CA being built. That has to be a mistake, and Aantan absolutely not on point when it comes to production here. He's 35 out of 55. TaToH at 73, and she's continuing to push here. Gold Rush would mean we need to control the middle, but I feel like if TaToH just continues to push through the middle, he will just win the game instantly. Aantan at 2 villagers again, one of them even being idle. TaToH not having the greatest villager amount either, and having some of them idle as well. But he just continues to push, and Scorpions are so much better here. The champion heavy Scorpion composition against a very old school composition of Aantan, who's going for Huskar hand cannoneers. Let's see how they will compare to each other. At the moment the pure numbers are so much better for TaToH that we cannot really tell the difference, and she just continues to push. Pop 70 against Pop 30, and TaToH just looking so strong today. Aantan very sloppy with his villager control. Didn't go for the greatest raids as well, and Sunday needs to retreat, is going for the 4th archery range and maybe should do something else, and now even loses those 3 villages in the back here. Is trying to get more houses up, but still the production is a big problem. Going for barracks, maybe a 5th one could have helped after he was so behind. And now we have military 100 to 24. This is so GG already here, now trying to go for it. Aantan is building the castle, TaToH at the same time. 1 castle, 1 TT at the side. He's making sure that he will never lose that game. He's continuing to push. I want even to see maybe a castle over here to just secure the gold in the middle as well. And Aantan indeed in a very short Gold Rush game here. Normally Gold Rush game doesn't last that long, but I wasn't expecting that. Anton, I have no idea how that went so poorly for him. But yeah, we can see the villager amount of Anton was very, very small all game long, and military couldn't really keep up. Yeah, we don't need to look at more at largest armies. Huskarls are a bit better of a unit, but oops. But yeah, they aren't that efficient. I think they produce a bit faster, and they're better against scorpions. But yeah, it doesn't really matter in this game because it was simply the numbers which won TaToH the game. And yeah, that's a quick 3-0. And I was preparing for a 6-7 hour session because the best of 9 in the M can clearly go 3-4 hours. And if we have to look into 2, is this the grand finals? Yes. Oh, TaToH. He was very motivated. He did play a lot of GM. He had the show match on Wednesday. We played some, and he improved a lot. But I would have expected Aantan to perform a bit better. He's not the guy who will train for a tournament, but that shouldn't happen. Weird stuff, weird stuff. And now we can grant the wish of Dreaming Fighter. Because now we go into the Persians war here on Prairie, which might either give Aantan finally points on the scoreboard, or will put TaToH into 5 match points. In the event that TaToH wins, settings are to be repeated. Not 10 games, 10 games in total if we see 5-0 twice, yeah. Again, best of 9 if TaToH wins, indeed. Okay, now we see Persian war here on Prairie. Let's see how players are starting it up. A stable for TaToH and a stable for Aantan, obviously building it with 2 villagers. Score is, yeah, to be seen if you watch my stream. We can see a 4th stable opening here of TaToH, and oh god. Guys, this game will be super short. This game will be super short. Oh. No, don't tell me. Oh. That's not... He can't be serious. So we have Bender playing the clump. A very old strategy where you build your buildings very close together and build them so that other units won't really reach you. And yeah, he finishes it. Now needs a stone wall over here and one over here. And so now he is safe. Let's see how TaToH plays it out. I thought he wouldn't get the clump up, but indeed, in the end he did. So it's fine. An interesting strategy here. And he will go for mass elephants, but TaToH indeed is doing the right thing. What you need to do is get siege workshop up, build like 6 bombard cannons, 3 monasteries, and just start converting. Build lots of halberdiers, lots of scorpions, and maybe traps is a bit better. And yeah, just build the perfect counter to elephants, because look at that. Bender now even building a TC with farms already. Yeah, that's just thinking too far ahead. Look at that. He's... Oh, villager count actually pretty even. That's a bit surprising to me. But he's behind 20 military. But we'll get into the stronger military, obviously. You can see he's going for mass elephant approach, and TaToH should go for only counter. And I think more than 6 barracks would be too much, but he needs to go for 6 siege workshops as well, because he really needs to get those scorpions out and the traps. At the same time, we need to see Aantan go for siege workshops as well to complement his elephants. And he's going for a quick build up here, and that's so Aantan Bender style here. This clump elephants only, playing it very defensively, going for a strong army, going for very early TCs as well. And yeah, I'm curious how this will be played out. Normally he loses all the map control, but he has this one gold spot. He will need to fight for that one, and he needs so many scorpions out, but he's getting there. And TaToH is not putting up the pressure. Normally Bender should have lost one castle by now. It's a 7-minute mark, yeah. It's not too unreasonable, but TaToH, he's trying to build himself up as well. He still didn't even start a single production of an elephant. Whew, TaToH needs to get the converts going in. And let's take a look. 13k for TaToH, food, and Bender is completely out of resources. Let's take a look. I want to go into the point of view of TaToH and look how his units will vaporize here. Those halberdiers will not do anything. Scorpions in the back, elephants will do a lot in the front. And this kill set, look at that, 70 to 20. Bender! Elephant push is coming in here. TaToH not doing the right counter. I mean, he needs to have way more scorpions. He needs to get the converts done as well. Now the first castle under threat as well. At the same time, Bender's eco is running as well. And that's just so well played by Aantan and TaToH, not really knowing how to counter that strategy of TaToH. And the push continues. Elephants in the face of TaToH. He's dropping down in military. Look at that, only 60 military. But the military is so much weaker. Elephants continuing to push in. The traps doing a great work. Convert trying to get in here as well. More scorpions, and Aantan, you can see he's continuing his push. He gets the food eco running. He's so good, and that's where you really don't want to get Andy playing against you. If he can dictate the game, if he can decide how he wants to play it, it can get so ugly for you and TaToH. He sees why Bender is in the finals here now as well. Push continues. I want to see 1 or 2 more traps of Aantan, or maybe some more ramps as well, just to clear up everything. Aantan only needs to focus on the siege workshop and monasteries at the moment, but honestly, he has 40 more villagers. He has such a better military as well, and yeah, not only the amount but also the kind of military. Elephant Scorpion against Halberdier Scorpion. It's just, in random map you would say, okay, that's a nice counter, but elephants just so much better in the end. Now this castle is under threat as well. TaToH is trying to go for some map control at the side, but compare the food ecos, it's just so much better for Aantan here, and he's expanding. He's going for so many more elephants into the face of TaToH here. TaToH now trying to do the sneak attack with his onagers, and he's doing a good move here. Aantan now trying to go for more raids. Not enough buffer here at the side. TaToH losing some of its production. Now this eco is so exposed. TaToH 2k food. Look at the resources. Very low with everything. Aantan at the same time very high when it comes to wood still. So he doesn't need to care about that. And let's take a look. Farmers. 55 farmers compared to TaToH's 13. 13 farmers for TaToH, and lots of idols as well. And this push is continuing here in the face of our red Spaniard. He is behind 40 pop, 10 military behind, killed to death. It's still 3-2-1. So many halberdiers going down, some converts. Yes, TaToH even has 2 relics and will get maybe even all 5 of them, but I think he will die before that. The push continues, more elephants, and Bender simply has the eco running to continue this push. Now all the ramps, the barracks at the front going down, so soon we have no buffer in front of the scorpions. Elephants now going full ham, attacking the scorpions here at the front, now even attacking the monks, and GG! Bender not being punished by TaToH at all, got onto his elephants and then smashed TaToH with this beautiful army composition and 16-minute game. Kill to death ratio 350 to 113. 8 converts done there, and yeah, let's take a look at the achievement. Food should be so big. We can see kill to death 3-1, and yeah, 8 converts there. Lost a lot of buildings, and food. Look at that, 7k to 1.3k. Whew. Ballerina's so strong. Indeed, indeed. And Dream Fighter, you might get the treat of seeing Persian's War again, because if we go into a second best of 9, settings obviously will be the same, and since it was game 4, it might happen. Well, it is pretty interesting to play Persian's War, actually. Very complex, I would say. I wanted to do something. Probably want to see what the next settings are. They are team random or map pack. Map pack includes, I will just guess, Green Arabia, Prairie, Atacama, Baltic, Team Islands, Gold Rush, and Graveyards. And let me see if I was right. I don't know. So past you in the chat players who are banned players from this tourney. So Fire, Viper, and Riot were banned as well as the only random mappers. Oh, Yo was banned as well. That's interesting. Oh, Winchester, Runestock. Okay. So some random mappers. Winchester's surprising. I think, did he maybe win the first edition and therefore was banned? That makes sense. It is Rising Star, so they wanted to get weaker players the chance to play the M. Oh, Tsu is banned? You mean Sunifert? You mean me? Because I'm probably top 20 in the world. So now we have double Arabia on Mongols War. That can be so scrappy, guys. So we're starting with 2 TCs to everything. And with Mongols, I have no idea how this will play out. Players have no experience with playing that. I can guarantee you that. We have TaToH starting with 6 stables, 3 stables, and Castle. Aantan starting with 4 stables, 1 Rex as a misclick, and on the other side Market and 3 stables. This will be so scrappy. Players have no idea how to play this. I have no idea what is good on this map. I believe getting a lot of castles out and then a lot of Mangler control, but onages are so good as well. I have no idea how important map control is, or if you just erase one base. It's absolutely not figured out. I would say Deathmatch, Double Arabia, the world has played less than 500 games, and yeah, believe me, they aren't very experienced with that as well. Pop at the moment, both at 40. Military villages all even, so no advantages here. It seems like players are attacking on the left hand side and Bender's defending the right hand side with 4 defensive castles, so the attack will be on the left hand side, mainly because there's a good hill and 3 gold spots here, I would reckon. And yeah, remember, double TC, fast, so no player in the world can control that properly. So the level of play will be very low, but the action will be very high in those settings. Already 4 minutes, we are at 60 pop for both players, going for a monastery because there's still only 5 relics, and you can see Aantan putting 3 monasteries in the middle of all those 4 relics. That's so funny. So he will most likely get 4 and TaToH only 1, but since you get double the gold spot, look at that. Main gold spot here, main gold spot over here. I think the relics won't be too important. Aantan already going for the first SO. We have many rams for TaToH at this very moment. At least they don't need to lure boars to get to production. That's true. Yeah, okay, let's take a look. Maybe an engagement at the right hand side. No, not yet. Yeah, it seems like they're controlling very much on this side. Another misclick here by Aantan, killing some of the villagers here at the front. Oh, and maybe a big attack over here, but without any siege. That isn't doing anything. I'm not sure why TaToH left this side without any siege. He cannot really do a lot. Maybe he wants to get that hill here and wants to keep some army, but at the same time he's losing a lot of ground. And is getting, yeah, pushed at a very, very dicey area for sure. Now getting in for some raids, and oh! Aantan changed strategy to now realizing, okay, if I get attacked I can save villagers actually. And TaToH will push the right hand side, maybe is able to hold the left hand side at the same time. Ahead by 10 military. Slightly behind when it comes to villagers. Now ram attack at the right hand side, and there's not a lot of Bander here. Bander is absolutely on the left hand side and will keep on his ram production here as well. Let's see if TaToH maybe has some onagers, but this castle for sure will go down. TaToH is pushing, and he's pushing into one main gold spot at the same time, and he's camping over here. No traps out. Ram attack will come in soon. Trying to regroup is our player in the blue here, defending, and that ram. Yeah, those rams will be killed. I believe Bander will hold. Yeah, he lost a castle, he lost a TC and some villagers, but I still think it was reasonable for him. He's ahead when it comes to pop. TaToH now getting his SO out. Let's see how good he gets the shots done. And yeah, he will kill. Nice micro there. Will kill all those rams. TaToH now trying to push over here. Oh, mispositioned trap. Bander coming in, killing all the rams, killing the trap there, sending in all his mango dice in, and that will be so scrappy. I hope I will not miss a lot of better booms here from SO against mango dice, because that might absolutely happen here. Aantan is Bander indeed. Alclan Bander, PG lands, Aantan. He has a lot of other like 2K random map nicks at the moment as well, and thanks for hosting. We are looking at a deathmatch tournament final here. Alclan Bander against a big SO shot. So welcome everyone, and another big shot. What is going on here? What a great move to welcome everyone hosted here, and absolutely great comeback here. TaToH now in full control of this left hand side area. Aantan is trying to micro it here. The castle is not going down, and only those two SO doing some great stuff. And we see more mango dice here trying to be annoying, and maybe you can see another push. No traps out yet, but traps obviously super tough to control in this war. You want to go for rams, mango dice, some SO as well. Maybe later on some hussars being mixed in, snipe the SO and maybe fight a bit more efficiently. And I will try to figure out what's wrong with the microphone. Sorry guys. Okay, super sorry for that, guys. I will fix it after the game.
Rogan?
Great stream, nearly less than 3. Good luck with your 40+ hours this weekend.
Thank you
I'll
so
be
much.
traveling and won't be able to look in.
Oh, feels bad, man. Yeah, but you will come back with 40 hours plus VOD, so yeah, let's see how the raid of TaToH will continue here. TaToH trying to go for some split micro, being annoying here at the side, and Bander pushing on here. Not a lot of defense for Aantan out, for TaToH out, and that will be a lot of dicey villager kills here. Like roughly 30 villagers will most likely die at this side. Mango dice are continuing to push, and TaToH trying to be annoying, and that will be so tough for both players to control. Both of them will lose a lot of villagers, that's guaranteed. Look at that, all of them exposed as well. And they will lose their armies sooner or later as well. And yeah, just see who comes out ahead here. Oh, SO here. Oh, let's see where they will be going. Oh, TaToH! Oh god, he got it. He's losing so much, and at the same time he's killing a lot as well. Very low pops now for both players, and that's so tough to control. Bender an absolutely master here of playing late Imperial HDM with Mango Dice, controlling so much, and another big hit here into TaToH, not having all his Mango Dice in the groups, and not even getting attack sign maybe, because he's getting attacked at so many different areas. And indeed, Aantan now ahead. Ooh, Doubt Castle maybe. Oops, that was a missed shot. And even garrison all his villagers. That was a weird move. He just could have pushed through here. And the castle now on the beautiful hill here, controlling the gold spot. We have TaToH pushing in. Mango Dice going down again. And but getting so many kills here again, over and over. TaToH trying to push. Villager count pretty even, military bit better for Aantan, and he's controlling so much of the map still. He's controlling one neutral gold spot, one of TaToH, and was raiding quite a bit. Idle villagers, 17 for TaToH, only 7 for Banner, which is absolutely, yeah, great to have such a low amount of villagers idle at this point. Relic count 5 for Aantan, so even snagged that one in the middle. What a beautiful move here, and look at that, 5 relics. So if we go into the 1 hour plus game, Aantan basically has it guaranteed for himself. So maybe now could decide to play it a bit more defensively, but I think he has just a better control so far here when it comes to SO and Mango Dice, so that he should absolutely not lean back and just continue and play his game. TaToH trying to retreat, and that was another very costly fight for him. Now pushing TaToH, losing his left starting TC. More rams coming in here and clearing this up. More traps, not out. More siege workshops though for Aantan. At the same time, TaToH very cornered, now trying to go for a market. He knows he is 5 against 0 relics. He knows he will be behind when it comes to gold. And still a lot of untouched gold spots as well. Look at that. Not even sure how that happened. And let's see how TaToH will try to engage this. He's running around a bit, but against 5 SO it's super tough to micro. More SO. Let's see how this continues. Might get a big shots in. He's absolutely controlling that at the moment. Only looking at that, but now running into the next castle, and that means a lot of HP will be lost here. Mango Dice not having the greatest defense armor there. Oh, and there's still 4 SO waiting. This could be so. Please hold your ears, because my microphone still could be very bad. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm not screaming to my maximum, but that was so brutal. And TaToH again dropping down so much, and that's basically the story of the game. TaToH losing so many Mango Dice over and over again against all the SO. It's so brutal. And now the next ram attack is coming in, and TaToH just not having the SO defense here. Why is he not having 5 SO here on this hill? Absolutely necessary. Those rams are going ham. Another raid coming in. Maybe you can see a ground attack. No, not yet. And this one Hunter alone is doing so much damage as well. Or could clear up all those SO. Let's take a look. TaToH now being super aware, microing like a madman. Hussar is going down. Look at that, TaToH microing every single villager here, which is super unimportant, because at the same time he's losing his front castles, he's losing his front hill, and yeah, that's super annoying. But Bender is blindly sending in some SO, and now, yeah, look at that, how TaToH is microing that, and even then he's losing the Mango Dice. And at the same time he's losing the most important area. Pop 190 against Pop 120 here. This is the story of the game, and indeed TaToH is GGing it, and we have it 3-2. Okay, so Bander, after being down 3-2, is now crawling his way back into the series. Killslet's obviously so much better for him. Buildings raced as well, because he just went for the big ram attack at the left-hand side. Gold would have been so much better in the long run for Aantan as well. He had the relics already giving him 3k there. That's enormous as well. And yeah, soon we will jump into game number 6. I will try to fix my microphone. I did something weird here. I did tape the back of my microphone to get less sound from the keyboard, but maybe it's just a very stupid idea. Same time, I hope I don't unplug the cable. I should mute myself. This should be very bad. Okay, I'm back. Sound should be a bit better. It's resonating more nearly. I don't know what that is. I like your mic. Let's see. Trust me, I'm an engineer nearly. I will never say something like that. Your voice is very clear though. You're completely healed? No, not completely healed at all. It still hurts and it's still annoying. I'm not enjoying eating very much. It's so unfortunate. And what else did I want to say? Well, I will answer more questions later on. I bought Audition, Adobe Audition. So now Mongols War here on GA. Let me take a look if that was the planned settings. Indeed, Mongol GA was a planned setting, so we will see how that goes. Aantan now going for a very quick cast. I hope the sound is a bit better in this game. And we have a lot of camels being built now. Castle for TaToH quite defensively compared to Aantan. He's building his castles quite early, and remember, Mongols, camels with only 2 defense will not do anything when it comes to raiding once the castle's up. So TaToH is going for the big map control here, expanding to the side goats already. And yeah, that's super weird that he's not building castles, but is actually going for the TCs early on. Might even lose a villager back here, and yeah, he will just struggle and will not take any good fights pretty soon, because he will have camels only, and Bander will have camels and Mangudai's out. We will get the market again, and yeah, we will just see how it goes from here. But I feel like Aantan will have the better Mangudai count for a very long time in this game. First engagement, and oh, two sweet villager pickups. Now you can see how those camels are just instantly die after 2-3 volleys there. They will not do anything, and Mangudai count now pretty bad. I will keep this tab up for you, so we can see the CA count for a bit. At the moment it's 10-2. 3 castles up, soon to be 4 for TaToH, but for now the production is just so much better for Aantan. He is trying to expand, but he's playing it very passively again. And both players have very little siege as well. Look at that. Both players without a single siege unit out yet. All the games will be mirror, yes.
Will this be a mirror of last game? No, it won't. But I still have to favor Aantan here. TaToH, I believe, isn't the very greatest with Mango Dye as O control, because you have to camp a lot. I'm not a big fan of Mongol's War as well, and I'm very impatient, but you have to play it very passively, camp a lot of fields, have like 2 SO, 5 Mango Dyes, and 5 Hussars on every hill with a castle, and just defend cost efficiently, and then later go on for a lot of strategic moves. And TaToH, you can see he's more of the guy. I have one troop very well controlled, and yeah, let's see about that. And at the moment, Aantan again going for more siege, and I'll just have you met Bender? Yes, I believe. Well, we have played like several hundred hours in TeamSpeak, and I saw him once, but at that time I was like 1500. Oh, going back with the RAM included, and that was like my first. I wasn't even in 2 yet. It was 2002 or something, and he was like a world star in. Oh, sorry for doing weird sounds here, but that could have been the worst attack ever here in Aantan. That's beautiful control. And yeah, I was like 1500 and he was a world star, so we didn't really talk much at that time. But yeah, we'll tell you another story about Banner and me later. And so now slowly going for gold. Kill stats for now TaToH a bit better. Ram is the only unit not being one-shotted by Mango Dye. I think every unit is not one-shotted by Mango Dye. You mean like a group of 40? Maybe. Oh, big engagement maybe coming in here as on the back. Aantan, beautiful micro here. Oh, that was so good by him, pulling back those Mango Dyes at the right hand side and fighting with all the ones on the left hand side. TaToH now losing a lot of Mango Dyes again. And Siege fighting continues. Let's take a look. Trying to take some reasonable fights here. And Relic is 2-0 again. Let's take a look at the mini map, and that's the only Relic here not grabbed yet. So let's see who will get the other ones. And where's the other extra gold spots? Oh, actually TaToH is having both neutral gold spots, so that's pretty good for him. TaToH now going for 1 relic, so he will have 2, and most likely we will have Aantan with 3 indeed. So it will be 3 against 2 relics in favor of the German. Now going for the big push here in the top. Thanks, okay, and I don't want to give that gold to him, but oh, surprise, it's only 200 gold left. Not going for the back gold, so Aantan that is. And that's a very deadly army here by our player in the blue trunks. Look at that, I'm not sure how you can engage that. Whoops. Self-kill. But no traps out yet. Normally you can see like 1-2 traps out at all sides. And TaToH just staying on that hill is so good for him. It's only a 1 tile hill, but yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's a 10 tile or 1 tile hill. The 25% reduction and addition always kicks in. Oh, let's see, that could be very good for TaToH here. But Aantan retreating, maybe he can get a shot off, nope. Oh, that will be a lot of camping in the long run. Or like in the short run, it's better for TaToH since he has more gold. But in the long run, the 1 relic, I think it won't really make the biggest difference ever. Whoops! Oh, now all the SO in the middle are unprotected. Oh, and look at that amount of ramps prepared by Bender. He only waits that TaToH now taking off with some mango dice here at the side. He's overextending at one point, and then he will have the big push through the middle. Look at that amount of rams. Boy. Well, how is he doing that? Yeah, it's only listed at 38. It should be 9, right? So 26 rams at least. And now, yeah. So it's 28 rams. Mango dice, SO, let's see, maybe we can see a big shot. Yeah, just retreating. Oh, the ram push here from the side. So maybe want to do 2 simultaneous attacks. Seems like no, SO not coming out. Bander trying to go in, the rams at the front, and they will die without being revenged here. Let's see SO shots now against TaToH, but he's retreating. TaToH now lacking SO, if you ask me. He has a lot over here, and now Aantan might do the mistake of attacking through a choke point. Whoopsie. Still a lot of army here. And TaToH is now coming with a lot of mango dice, is taking some small losses. Beautiful split micro here. SO now trying to sneak around, will get some kills for themselves, but will lose their lives in exchange. Only one. Oh, it's so tough and so much out microing, positioning. I have no idea how to properly play this. Seems like Banner wants to focus on the gold spots here at the right hand side first. TaToH only at pop 170, but I think he could easily go up if he wanted to and want to spend all his food, for example. Bander's 9k food, 4k gold. Should absolutely retreat here with this manga indeed. TaToH 10k food, 6k gold. So both players still with reasonable resources. I think this game will take some time unless Banner's losing all his mango dice. Oh, he's losing all of them! What just happened? How did he patrol in there? And that is such an area where it's guaranteed that there have to be a SO. Now he's trying to go for some sniping, and he's doing a great job with that. So well done afterwards. But before losing the 25 mango dice there, I hope the sound is a bit better for you guys, because we might have a series with a lot of screaming. Now the ram attack here with the mango dice is coming at the side. Sama is all prepared. Let's see if TaToH is losing all his mango dice now in exchange. Indeed he is. So many, yeah, not spread formations and so many patrols coming in here. All the mango dice going down, and that, yeah, it's even tough to judge if that was too cost efficient here for sure. But he will get at least one castle, one TC, maybe even the second castle, but will lose all his mango dice in exchange here as well. Now Hussars are coming in, and that castle will go down indeed, but that was very costly for TaToH as well. I'm not 100% sure who is better here. Obviously Aantan lost a lot of defense here and might be vulnerable to a lot of ratings later on, but now a castle at a weird place. Look at that. Normally you would never build a castle over here, but since it's mainly getting attacked by rams, but it's behind the forest is actually an option here. At the other side we had some, I hope that was a mango dice from before, or did we lose another big flock? Not 100% sure. Could absolutely have happened. A lot of rams out again, and mango dice needs to run now. SO trying to trade off evenly, and still a lot of rams here. Now the Hussar rate now coming in, and it should be very low when it comes to any defense here. He has 3 castles, 4 castles, 5 castles, but none in the defense. 6, 7, 8 castles, so he's absolutely fine with that as well. And TaToH should absolutely have enough castles as well, so that won't be an issue just yet. And especially in this long game, I think having 3 or 4 castles basically guarantees you enough production, but maybe not enough protection. Let's see SO shots against TaToH. He's trying to micro again like a madman, but now needs to retreat here. It's just simply impossible to micro against 5 SO there. Radiant's coming in again, but that won't be as bad as in the Frank's game, for example. Even if he loses 40 villagers now, it's not as important here in the Mongols war when compared to the Frank war before. Now finally traps coming in. Need to take care of the siege workshops first. And they're now going for some gold. Let's compare golds in the bank. It's 1.5k for TaToH, selling some wood and food, and 1.5k for Aantan as well. So was playing the same. Now another ram hussar attack here at the side, and that will threaten that castle heavily. And there's not a lot of defense out. Mango could obviously clear that up quite easily. A lot of idle villagers here at the front. Should go on wood because Aantan is now dropping down to 60 on wood. Or 60 wood in general. Now even losing his monastery with all 3 relics. Needs to reroll that one. And we'll lose one castle for sure. And that's a much more cost efficient side attack. But this time, Aantan didn't have the 5SO here. He didn't have any protection. He only had 1 castle and was absolutely open for such side attacks here. Take a look at the front as micro, maybe a big shot. Oh, and Aantan missed the opportunity here. He's going for the front wood here and big shot now against TaToH. So 3 traps. All the rams now going down. Another castle being built. And I want to see another monastery. Aantan ahead by 35 pop. And I believe this game will continue a bit longer, but I feel Aantan is in a bit of better control. KD absolutely even. Let's take a look as the shot could be so big again. It's TaToH. Oh, it's why is he not the spread formation? Always like tight formation against so many SO, and 2 shots just kill so much. It's over and over, the same story the whole game, or even from the game before. TaToH just running around trying to peek, seeing oh god too many SO, and retreating with 20 less. So trying to sell a lot. Let's take a look at his resources. He has a lot of wood and food still. Should be absolutely at the bottom. No, wood actually not at the bottom. More ram push coming in. I want to see the traps move from... Still the relic's not picked up. I want to see the traps move from Aantan here. There's intercepted. Beautiful move here by Aantan, even focusing them now. That castle might go down. A lot of mango dice to threaten the rams though. Let's take a look. Well, yeah, very close. And yeah, we have TaToH now retreating. Therefore the castle will go down, and Aantan has a very sweet hill here. And now finally the traps would move. At the same time we have an attack through the middle here, but not doing too much without any siege. And if Bender gets on the hill here with Manglice and SO, he can kill those 3 relics, 3 castles. And I think then he's in a beautiful position to win this whole game. But for now, he's not trying to take that and contest the middle here. So still 3k stone, waiting for other players. Some are waiting here through the middle. Some ecos going on. You don't need that much food eco, honestly, in a Mongols war because you don't spend it early on. I'm not sure why Bender gave his hill up here. I thought he had enough. Is he maybe struggling with wood? 2k. Getting in the relics back. Getting some bolts here at the front. Trying to revenge those villagers with some trap shots. Bender now trying to find another angle. Beautiful move by healing with his monks. I love that. That relic. And the hussars, Aantan is building more villagers. Is down to only 87. But that's a reasonable TaToH. Only at pop 150. Normally that would be the moment where Aantan should push, but... yeah. He is weird sometimes. And he decides to go for the heal and thinks that that's the more safe way to win than to just go for the push and maybe risk some SO shots. He knows he has more mango dice. He knows no one has gold income at the moment, and he will just go for the heal and survive maybe 1 or 2 more SO shots. Getting in some rated sides. TC should get up nonetheless. Sending in some army to clear that up. And that's so weird. No eco both players? Nah, that's not true. Having 80 villagers in a Mongols war is kind of okay, since you don't lose too many units and you have a lot of units which should never die as well. So going for 130 villagers there is a mistake. OSO needs to fall back, but I think none of them will die. Oh, maybe now with the bad positioning, but still only getting hurt a bit. TaToH, some side attack here, and now Aantan should go for another attack. What is he doing? Look at that. He's going with the spread formation. Trying to go in for some more. Maybe wants to take a fight here against TaToH. He has a bigger army. He's now going in. He has more hussars as well. TaToH's trying to take the fight with the hill. Losing all his SO here at the side. More coming in from Bander. He's now trying to go for controlling this whole area. And he could get a lot of villagers chopping wood and on farms as well. Same time, those 3 traps, they really annoy me that he's not using them. That's all shot to kill. I want to go in the point of view of TaToH and always keep his mango dice in one group here and see how they interact with SO shots. No other attack coming up than that. TaToH behind 50 pop and mango dice now coming in. What is he trying to do? He's trying to waste everything, maybe. With one big shot again! And all those hussars now can even do a lot of damage, because look at that, all of them in the heavy red here. And that will be a super cost efficient. TaToH wants to go for the side attack, but the castle will live and all the mango dice will die as well. Unless he retreats, and yeah, he retreats and now he needs to lick his wounds. At the same time, you got the attack over here and Bandit just playing the Mongols war. So much better and evening it out to a 3-3 here, and after a quick 3-0 for TaToH, it wasn't that quick, but a convincing one for sure. Now, even score after 2 Mongols war and a Persians war, so surprisingly the random mapper losing all the slower civilizations here. Better kill stats. Gold was actually better for TaToH, but he lost so many mango dice on big SO shots. Okay, I'm back. And now we are jumping into game number 7, which will be Mayans on the map pack. And indeed, again, map pack has 8 or 9 different maps, so we have no idea what's coming on. Yes, rising indeed. Yeah, it's kind of ironical that Bander, who was like the best DMer for 10 years, is now playing a rising DM star tournament. But yeah. And I didn't catch any of the messages before, so let me take that and read those. $25. Thanks so much, mate. Great stream, Nilly. Good luck with your 40-hour plus this weekend. I'll be traveling and won't be able to look in. And who did host me? Did I know that? Katsuni. Sweet Katsuni love. It is simply too small. I cannot read it, and I had it very small this time. So, like I have on my second monitor, I tried to arrange it differently this time, and probably won't do that again.
Maverick, have a great night. Snay! Snay actually went into the winner bracket of this winner bracket semifinals in this tournament. So he finished, I believe, 5th and 6th or something in this tournament. And need to put up a schedule on the 40-hour stream? I will. I guess get up in 4 hours. We might catch some. We still could have 12 games to go. And now we're jumping into game number 7, Mayans War, on a map that we don't know yet. And it will be Gold Rush! Let's see who is rushing for what. We can see an instant market here for TaToH. And Bander's playing it with the double barracks. So we can see TaToH selling all the food, all the wood, and go for Eagle Warrior masses. But he might die very early on. Look at that, how late his barracks is. And he is even sending the barracks to the front. I think TaToH has the worst start here. Yes, he has so much more gold, but he should even sell it down to 0. Or like to 17, because that would be so much better. And at the same time we have Bender. Now he can rush. Bender should go for the full attack. He should kill all the villagers now. And let's see how TaToH can continue to defend that here. Villagers down. Number is 1, I believe, maybe 2. And Bender, he needs to go for the full attack. He should be so far ahead. Look at that, 3 barracks out compared to 2 barracks out. And more houses. Oh, TaToH actually has more houses. Bender will have the castles up earlier. I'm not sure if that's the right decision. What are those villagers of Aantan doing? Suicide mission! What is going on? And now they're going back. And that's a sloppy start of Aantan again. He shouldn't go for a lot of castles as well. And all those villagers should be walled because, yeah, as we all know, the warriors are so good for raiding. We will have a pause here. Let's catch up. TaToH actually 2 villagers ahead. Guys, normally how this game should look. Normally it should be Aantan having 11 villagers now and TaToH 2. TaToH should have like 12 barracks, Aantan 9. And yeah. But that's not happening yet. Aantan will be so much earlier when it comes to having plumed archers, and then we will have the big fight for the middle here. If Aantan is getting a piece of all the gold in the middle, it's not that bad that he is not having the market here, but he's playing it with 3 barracks only, and TaToH's playing it 7 barracks, so he will have more Eagle Warriors, and I would say this game looks far from perfect here. How both players are playing it. And yeah, normally TaToH should heavily be punished here and not even be dead, honestly. You should ask Ree. In deathmatch we only Ree before 2 minutes. He deleted the market so Aantan didn't see it. Yeah, but Aantan did see it before. Normally you only delete the market to build new buildings over it. But yeah, if he built the market like here, he could have deleted it, yeah. But Aantan will always see it. Did he get it up? Yeah, he did get the market up and did sell everything down to 50. Okay, now the game continues. Another villager in danger here of Aantan, but Eagle Warrior will die. Military count a bit better for our German player here. Let's take a look. He's still losing more villagers. That's something that's never happened this late. Now the sneaky castle here even being found by TaToH. And this is looking so scrappy and so weird here. More barracks now coming up. Castle finally. But at the same time we have castles up for TaToH as well. And now we're getting into the scrappy phase. I would personally think players need to add onagers as well, because that's how you can switch around. What? Aantan is trying to read, and yeah, but it's only till 2 minutes. And yeah, Aantan thought it was 5 minutes. He wanted to read, but didn't know.
He was building a market in the back, maybe then saw, okay, no, he had to see it before. But yeah, he has a very, very bad start. He's fighting against the market in the main towards giving up the middle here as well. And let's see how this continues now. Aantan's not trying to get, give up all the hills. He should get that area. I want to see him go for more siege as well. Not enough castles on the hills, and I'm pretty disappointed how both players are playing this so far, but it's still all about army control in the long run here. Both players still have a huge shot. TaToH a bit better when it comes to villages, a bit more military for Aantan, but yeah, in the long run it decides who has control over this area wins the game. Both players have some piece of it, and we get into a dicey situation. Just mass corpse, Kappa. This castle not even being built. Aantan is going for more gold. Let's see. Did he maybe sell more? Yeah, I think Aantan did sell it down to 0. Okay, now the repositioning. We have both at 120, 130 army. Trying to go for the villager snipe here, but survives. Another trap now out for TaToH, and now the big fightings begin. And it feels like TaToH has a better of it. He's here on the hill, he has more plumed archers as well. Better positioning though for Aantan. Where are all the units of TaToH? They're still very far stuck behind. Now the first rams coming out, and he needs to see a continued push here. He needs to send all the villagers on gold and needs to find an area to get more gold over here. But now needs to retreat. So many plumed archers here for TaToH. Look at military counts. 150 against 70. This is looking so good for our random map superstar to shine here in DM and get himself 2 match points here. A lot of traps out, so many plumed archers. He's at pop 200 compared to 110. Interdimension is Orkut, the 3rd best player in the world, but at the moment he is not playing this tournament. He's stopping for quite a bit. TaToH now trying to push into the castles here. Bandit trying to get up more castles here at the side. Or actually that's a TC, weirdly enough, but that will be the 4-3 for TaToH. I have no doubt in my mind. So many plumed archers, so many traps out here as well. And there is no chance to hold this at all. He's not having enough buffers in the middle or in front of his plumed archers. Plumed archers numbers are so much better for TaToH as well. He's losing castles, he's losing TCs, he's losing siege workshops as well. How can he come back if he has no onagers here to fight against all the plumed archers? I don't see anything. No chance for rams as well. TaToH not knowing where to spend all his resources. He is popped to 100. He has all the hills. He is continuing to move forward. He has the ram attack. He has all the gold spots. He is getting gold from the middle. He has the castles up. He's pushing through the middle as well. Rams in front of his plumed archers to buffer. Banner can't win now, he says. Yeah, that's true. Most players have to reset in this game, and indeed Banner should have used one in this game, but before minute 2, not before minute 5. Mr. Andy here, very inexperienced and not checking the rules. He's a guy who normally just simply plays without restarts, but in the finals he thought like, oh, maybe I should go for one. And let's take a look at achievements. Main story will be gold. 4k more for TaToH. As we can see, Aantan actually did go for some markets selling as well here, but kill sets just brutal. Society not very important, but would have been better for TaToH as well. And now we go into 2 match points here for our Spanish player.
Yes.
And the next map will be Spanish War on TI. Interesting. I think. They are both incredibly good on that. Bender, super experienced. TaToH having the random map background, very experienced as well. I think they would seriously beat most of the top DMers. They would be better than Jitba, Orkut, and Callum on those settings. Seriously. I think only better could be like me, Shine, Roomstock. but I would rate like us 5 at the top of this. So that will be those games are high class, and we're looking like world class players here. But do you want Aantan to win secretly? Well, first of all, I want to see TaToH win to extend it to another best of 9 series, and then we can talk about my feelings. So scores 4-3. Oh. Okay, that's something. Now I get it. Okay, now we're jumping into this game. You always want to just scout, and now both going for some fast fire ships if Spanish have some. I'm not 100% sure. And then mass galleons, and later on cannon galleons want to have some brand demolition ships as well. And fast fire ships indeed. Don't want to overproduce them, and this will be super interesting. Hope we see early landings. Not going to happen. Way too easy to defend. But if we see one, we will see it earlier from TaToH. Aantan now going for the early market, but it will be later because TaToH already got it and now deleted it again. Early TC here. I want to see more houses first, and TaToH is going for not the best build up if you ask me. I think he might be house pretty soon. If we go to the top 70 here, and not going for enough docks. Look at that, it's 5 docks, 10 docks compared to the only 5 docks here. What is Aantan doing again? Look at that, all very, very poor macro. Has 3 more docks over here, is having the better positioning. A bit more of the better fighting position, but he's losing some villagers here at the front. And yeah, that's a bit better fight now for Banda. Has a bit better, well, the kill stats. Oh, 14-14. So that's not too impressive so far. Should send some more villagers in the front. Yes, he is. And now we can see mass galleons against mass galleons for a very, very long time. Both 40 out of 90, so I was wrong about that. KD pretty even as well. And now it comes to pure. You can keep up the production. You can. Oh, those villagers will both die here. And yeah, Aantan again should send some more, and yeah, he indeed is sending more villagers. And who can get the better fighting positions here with all his galleons, and we will look at that for the next 10 minutes for sure. Those 2 villagers maybe even getting sniped. Super annoying here is TaToH. And let's see, Aantan only needs 1 more hit indeed. And now finally getting that castle up would be so much better. We have some defensive castles here of TaToH. And Aantan's building town centers at the site. And to defend with villagers most likely. Military count 10, better for Aantan, so he's a bit better when it comes to production because KD is pretty even. Castles now helping out for TaToH as well. There was a deathmatch Team Island tournament on HD like 2 years ago, and Shine and Banda won those, so yeah, Banda very experienced and knows how to play this late game scenarios, but TaToH having his huge experience in random maps as well, yeah, should know what to do pretty sure. And yeah, military count 20 more for TaToH, military count 20 more for Aantan, and that's what counts more at the moment. And Aantan isn't getting out the cannon galleon so far, but is winning the galleon fights. If we can, yeah, have better cannon galleons and more galleons and can get 5 cannon galleons out, that would be basically the win here for Aantan. Let's see how he's trying to continue to approach this at the moment. 70 military to 40, trying to get into better position. Now cannon galleons coming in, 1 not grouped up here, 1 dock. And we can see now even fast fire ships and demo ships being prepared. So we might see some sneak attack here from TaToH if Aantan is overextending a bit too far towards the docks. Now cannon galleons here in the back raining in. Overall pop still pretty even. More cannon galleons to the front. Now trying to get the relics. I think this map has only 2 relics now. Demo ships are coming in, and that's a lot of good hits here. And suddenly we only down to 10 military difference. And still TaToH wants to retreat. Cannon galleons in the back now, focusing the docks. As you can see, not focusing on the castles just yet. But now he's switching his focus, and yeah, that castle will go down for sure. Aantan trying to reposition. No landing so far. I will try to take a look at the minimap from time to time. Let's take a look. Relics, yeah. One for each. Oh, and this castle will go down. I think that's a bit of a better fighting positioning for TaToH though. What is Bandit doing? He's not sending everything in. He's killing that castle at the same time killing that other castle. Maybe he wants to get all his cannon galleons over here because they would absolutely help out in that fight. TaToH still with a lot of army here. And overall military now suddenly better for our player in red. Side dogs now here. Villager count pretty even, military count pretty even. I would give a small advantage to Bender because he's controlling the middle area here and can dictate landings if he wants to. Can even cut off TaToH of this gold in the long run, can kill some houses. And now we have both players at 185. Let's take a look. I think that's a better fight for TaToH here. Aantan needs to retreat. Where are all his galleons? He's trying to send them in and indeed is now going back, trying to retreat to his castle, which lost quite a bit of HP already. Let's go into his Flag of War, trying to go in with more, but I think that's a better fight for Aantan now. TaToH not the greatest positioning and some guys in the back, therefore would be better, but the castle still going down here. Nice snipe when it comes to that. Aantan only at 185 now, military count both at 40, and this looks like a pretty even game. And sometimes those games go into the phase where we run out of wood and it's really tough to win the fight in the end. And both players kind of, yeah, masterpiece players, when you want to say it this way, when it comes to late Imperial Age control with very limited resources. At the moment it's still clashing galleons against galleons here. Some siege rams at the side could do something. But yeah, you would always just try to run around and take a bit better fights. At the moment it feels a bit better for TaToH, but some retreating would still be an option for both players and won't get too punished here. Kill to death ratio pretty damn even. 2 casts down for Aantan. TaToH trying to get another castle up here. Not 100% sure if that's clever, optimistic, or something in between, or none of the above, or whatever. It seems like this castle won't live for long, that's for sure. Is it 5 or 4 cannon galleons? 5 cannon galleons, but only 4 shooting. But now TaToH is trying to go in for the sneak attack. Will use those galleons for sure, but might snap down those cannon galleons in exchange, and this castle will live. But TaToH now needs to retreat. It gets 2 cannon galleons, so that was good for him. Klaus is now helping out again, trying to go for the side attack, and TaToH being maxed out. Aantan struggling a bit. 170 pop for him, trying to run back a bit, and this is a very even fight. Remember guys, if TaToH wins this one, we go into another best of 9. Those castles won't do much here. You can't really defend them. Except buying some time. Why is Banner not getting the resources out? Oh, he is very low when it comes to wood and very low when it comes to houses. Oh, another optimistic castle here. Needs to be protected very well by all the galleons. But at the moment it seems like he's winning the water, so that's reasonable for him. He's not having enough houses though. And he's even adding farms? He's adding farms? 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 That's so weird. Building farms, look at that, 15k food, no wood, and yeah, he's just adding farms? I'm a bit surprised with that, but as we said before, he has some weird reasonings and maybe wants to sell some more food. It's trying to attack the castle now. I'm not sure if TaToH should really repair that castle. He has no chance of really holding it anytime. He's taking... Oh! What is going on here now? The hit squad against those cannon galleons. Trying to go back and... Yeah, this castle still lives, but so many Ooh, Demo ships getting 2, well, getting 3 cannon galleons and 2 very low. So that was worth it. Oh, maybe the next one could snipe another one. And maybe this one could get sniped as well. So this castle again will live. And nice surround by TaToH. Look at that. Being very active and surrounding the whole island here off Bander. Let's compare wood cutters. We have 61 for Bander and TaToH at 66. So that's pretty even for now. Gold, 5k wood, 3k gold, no wood, 3.5k gold for Aantan here, so wood amount is pretty low for a German player here. Let's see how he has queued up his docks. Pretty reasonable, well, pretty much impossible to have all of them queued up equally. And yeah, now we're sending the hit squad here to just clear up all the units in the back and killing some nice stuff here. Kill set's now a bit better for Aantan, having somewhat better engagement, and this castle actually lives. So I was wrong several times, but still wasn't really worth it because Aantan isn't fighting here and TaToH invested a solid 1.5k stone. More guns being produced, and finally Aantan reaches pop limit. The question is, did TaToH now maybe even overboom? Pop 130 or 130 worlds means he cannot really take any water fights. You don't want to have more than 100 builds actually on Team Islands. Because can he really contest the water now? It feels like no. Might even lose that gold spot here in the front. Oh, selling some more food. Price is at 17. Gold is at 60. And Aantan should advance. Kill that castle and now threaten all the gold spots here. Maybe do something like a Hussar raiding. Would be very efficient because he have endless amount of food and force the other guy to build something with wood as well. Can kill a lot of villagers. Would be an option. But I think landing and just taking a lot of gold would be very good as well. Aantan pretty much out of stone here. TaToH still was 2k and TaToH has still a massive amount of resources. But not the army to contest the middle. And now pushed away from his gold spot. Now the big fight over here, and that has to be better for Aantan. He has more military in general, and TaToH has some units spread around over here. So all those stocks might go down if Aantan is taking all his cannon guns and is pushing. Kill sets increasing so much more for him. And TaToH now needs to retreat, sending in some siege rams. Let's take a look. Cannon galleons, do they do more damage? It doesn't look like it. Now even active over here, and Aantan is just so good at controlling mass amount of galleons here. It's so tough to control that. In the old days computers were lagging out so much. Now we are finally playing where everyone can play properly, and yeah, especially because of 1.4 helping out a lot there. And now some rams at the front, and that's still, I believe, a bit better for Aantan. Oh, but he does not have everything around. Trying to take another fight. Cannon galleons should actually fight against the galleons. And yeah, that is annoying. And we have 16, 18 idle villagers here for TaToH, for Bander, because those guys, yeah, attacked before. TaToH's doing a better job of having his cannon galleons actually participate in the fights. At the same time, we have, oh yeah, so they do extra damage. Yeah, okay, so I was wrong. Another redock here, great positioning here at the side, and this looks like Aantan. Ooh, sneaky attack for Paladins. Didn't even see him building a stable, and they could do a lot. I believe they can get a solid 50 villager kills there. Now it continuing the attack, another castle going down, and Aantan is pushing so strong. Good job that he built all those farms. Now the paladins coming in. The castle here at the front, but that castle maybe should go down. Cannon Gallants now focusing down that castle. Let's take a look. It will go up for sure. Another castle here in the back, but for how long will it really live? Now, oh, even farms for TaToH. Let's take a look. He has 11k food as well. Aantan at 70k food. And yeah, those paladins, they're absolutely doing a great job forcing 2 castles, killing a lot of villagers, maybe even forcing some conquistadors. And those cannon gallants can now do a great job of killing this castle as well. Another great positioning. TC is going down, and it feels like Aantan is doing a better and better job here of really controlling this game. Pop 197 here for our German player, and TaToH at Pop 133. Kind of only. Now going for fast fire ships, thinking that those are a bit better to snipe 1 cannon galleons, and indeed that's the right decision. But in the long run, obviously mass galleons the better option. So look, TaToH trying to take better engagements over here, and yeah, he will always take the better engagements. Maybe Aantan should take into consideration to go for some more landings, maybe even send some villagers over to get all the woods, get the gold. And let's take a look at wood in general. TaToH only has this wood left, and Bander this in the back, and all this left, so he even has a bit more wood left. Let's compare the banks. 4.5k for Bander and 2k only for TaToH. And transporter, but that might be the one from before. Oh, such a deadly army here. Let's take a look at... Shit, 102 against 80. And I don't think that 80 is too few, but still, he cannot win any fights. Banner's doing a great job here of having, yeah, just such a big awareness. And oh, now killing a lot of villagers here as well. But you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it to kill like 10 villagers and lose some galleons? Because villagers can easily be replenished. Probably villagers with wood in their hand is so much better, but if there were just idle villagers and you lose some galleons, I think the trade wouldn't be that great. Let's see, maybe another big engagement over here. TaToH sending everything. He still has some groups at the side though, so that's roughly only 60 galleons, and he's retreating with half of them, but another half is fighting. Let's take a look how this continues. It looks better for Aantan here. This is sending in everything. At the moment, TaToH completely out of wood, and he's not getting much more as well. And sending in more and more, should send in everything from the south as well. So many cannon galleons out here from Bander. Let's take a look, how many does he have? We can see a lot of food being sold by Aantan. And look at that amount of cannon galleons. So many cannon galleons out, and they're helping here in the fight, but need to retreat. They can absolutely not die. And oh, flank attack here. And that's so much gold going down here for Aantan. Yeah, he's winning that fight against the galleons. And now he even can scare away that. Maybe wants to go for another patrol in here at the moment, both at roughly 60 military. Now the 20 more villagers of Aantan could, yeah, really help him. Let's take a look. That's a very important fight. I think if TaToH loses this one convincingly, he might go out of the game. One transporter to soak up all the damage. Cannon galleons in the back, not fighting, at least not all of them. More galleons coming in. TaToH is not sending enough. He has a very long line to get to that, and he is retreating. He lost roughly 60 more ships, and at the moment Aantan 1.5k wood and still can get quite some wood. Yeah, and at the other side we have TaToH at 70 wood, and that's all he has left. This castle even going down, but I question, isn't it better to kill the lumber camp than the castle in this moment? It's so weird that I say this, but I truly believe it. I think it's better to focus lumber camps than the castle. Killing that lumber camp helps you out more in this moment. But that's something very counterintuitive, so I don't fault him for just going for the guaranteed castle kill here. Okay. Now big attack. If Aantan's getting all his galleons over, that would be a convincing win. Still TaToH with very spread around armies. Look at that, half of the armies over here, half of them over in the top. And now going for another lumber camp. That's all his wood as well. And that's so brutal here. TaToH now completely out of wood, 46 and stagnant. You can see, oh, getting some wood, but that's only the villagers which are getting into the TC here. Nice ratings coming in here from the side, but now it counts who has more military, and at the moment it feels like Aantan has it, and now this can get into very slow game here, but every galleon counts now, and that's just a waste of galleons that you absolutely don't want to. I don't know the verb. It's a situation that you don't want to be in there, but at the same time he's doing great ratings. And you know, sending all his galleons. He wants to do one big fight. If he controls this area, let's take a look at his wood. He has 1.1k. Is he producing? No, not that much, but he's going with more villagers and hussars, so he will get all those wood here. And TaToH, let's take a small point of view. He might not even realize. That would be so brutal. Okay, 107 military for Aantan, 65 for TaToH. This might be Aantan's game here. He needs to retreat and wait for all his army. And if he is getting all his army, he might go for the final killing blow here to win this game. Now this might be the final fight of this game. TaToH is throwing in everything. He does not have any wood income. Aantan still has more army and sending more as well. Elite cannon galleons fighting from the back. TaToH will lose everything. At the same time, we have now hussars coming in here, getting all the wood. At the same time we have some attack over here, and it's only the GG of TaToH realizing that he cannot catch up on water here. What a convincing game by Aantan. Beautiful strategic play, taking great fights one after another, taking roughly 50 more galleons out, and that's enough to secure the win for him, and now making it a 4-4 and setting us into a deciding game number 9 here. What a very great series. Military count, you can see that was a big story of the game, I would say. Simply the kill sets, buildings raised, and just so much control in the front, killing so many castles, killing so many houses as well, killing so many dogs. That's all costing a lot of resources as well. Aantan a bit more on the gold side. And wood, as you can see, pretty even there, so it wasn't an unfair island. I'm very happy with that. And they already started. They are here to play. What's the last map? It is Team Random on GA, and that can be so tricky and so random now with the tips. There are so many tips where I heavily favor Aantan, and there are some tips where I favor TaToH. Let's see. TaToH has gotten so incredibly good in GM. Would funny if TaToH transport builds to take Aantan's wood. Yes, he did in the end. You can see over here, guys, are the settings. It's Team Random with GA. Koreans, I think Koreans is like 80-20 for Bender. He's so good at strategizing, keeping back, falling back, doing one onager micro here, going, oh, it's so annoying to play him. I will always all in on Koreans war against Bender, because I don't want to play after minute 30 against them. Warbanks aren't that good, honestly. But yeah, you have to build them, obviously. Oof. Oh, that will be a tough game number 9. GA means Green Arabia, indeed. Few hussars as well, yeah. Spec delay started. Guys, if this game goes to Aantan, PT lands Outcome Bender, he will be the champion of Deathmatch Rising Star Season number 2. If this game goes to TaToH, we will see another full best of 9. To decide who will become the champion. I want Longbow, man. 1 out of 18. Game has started. And let's see what civilization we get. Drum rolls. And it is Britain's War. You get your longbows. And yeah, so we will start with some barracks. And that will be so interesting. I've not seen those guys play any Britain's War recently. And 3 barracks here for TaToH. And we see Aantan start with a barracks archery range market. What is going on? This is so weird, Aantan. Going for mass halberdiers? What? What? This is so bad. Restart, Aantan, restart. This is so bad by him. And he's now going for longbows. This will be so... This feels like the Persians' war. Now he's selling a lot of resources, as you can see, going down very low. Remember, Brits have guilds, so that's very efficient for him. And now he will go for mass longbows. So normally TaToH should have full map control, should have every hill, should get the extra gold spots, should get at least 4 relics. I believe 4 is realistic. And yeah, Aantan will go for full longbows. Look at that. Skirm champion production here by TaToH. Oh boy, I have no idea how this plays out. I believe longbows will be better. And this is such a greedy start, like Clement was saying. Look at that, only castles! If TaToH simply went for Champ Ram, Aantan would be dead. But yeah, we see TaToH now going for the hill push here, and guys, we have to pray for TaToH here, because at least I want to see it going into another best of 9. I have time and I have motivation. At the moment, Aantan is ready for the big longbow masses. He gets 1 relic, he will get, I believe, 3 relics, maybe even 4. And TaToH, look at that, kill stats 2-1. We are playing deathmatch, guys. It's 5 minutes 30 and kill stats 2-1. It's ridiculous. Okay, military count. 80 for TaToH, 50 for Aantan. He will have a lot of longbows. TaToH will have a beautiful castle here at the side. And he will have another one. So TaToH indeed is cornering Bander here. And Bander, let's take a look. He's going for mass rams. I want to see some traps out as well, but for now he's going for mainly longbows. Nice hit control here of TaToH. He will be more cost efficient when it comes to gold. Now Onagers out as well. Side attack coming in from TaToH. I think this looks reasonably well for TaToH. He's taking all the important kills. He's taking up all the aggression. He isn't forgetting about his eco. He is sneaking in some side attacks. Yes, those longbows will be deadly. And I hope it's super important that you don't overboom here. If you go to 100 builds too early, you might instantly lose this game because you can never come back and kill 100 longbows. Let's see how TaToH plays this out. For now, he has a very weak army. Skirm Onager against mass longbow. Bander is playing it very cost efficiently. Let's take a look if maybe some Onager shots here. First one pretty reasonable. Second one still on the rams. Maybe another one flying in, indeed. So that's a good start. Now mass rams. We need something against the mass rams. Enough Onagers by TaToH. So we are talking about gold efficiency, but if you go for mass Onagers, yeah. Oh, and losing those 2 relics. Maybe TaToH can snag those relics back. That would be super awesome for him as well. Let's take a look. I will always try to select units here of Bander. Let's take a look. Now TaToH is going for mass longbows as well. He has the hill. That's so good for him, and he continues to trying to defend it. Bander still though is with 60 more pop. TaToH not really getting onto all his units, and now this will be so tough against those mass longbows. Oni just won't do the job anymore. He needs to regroup here. He cannot send them in one by one. Yeah, this castle is holding, and yeah, he's trying to defend properly here, but that was just too spread out. This army at the side doing some annoyance, but will not do much against all those castles, trying to run around a bit. Now those rams are coming in, and Aantan did get the first host. Did get the first kill. TaToH trying to keep on being annoying. Those relics will be sniped for sure. TaToH might even get up to 4 relics and will have all the extra gold spots. I'm not sure whose gold spot is that. I believe it is the one from TaToH. So now going for mass longbows as well, but military count 150 for Aantan, and this is so tough to stop. And Onager shots now. Ooh, that's a deadly army. Luckily, Aantan is not sending enough traps for now. Now the rams at the front. Let's see Onagers being sniped. Enough rams at the front. This is so tense for me because, yeah, this decides basically the whole tournament. They've been playing for several months now. It was a double elimination tournament with a lot of great sign-up, a lot of rams here at the front, so many longbows out. TaToH simply not getting the numbers. He only has 3 castles, look at that. So the longbow number is still very low compared to Aantan, who has 100 range units. Maybe some longbowmen overextending here at the front. The trap's still doing reasonable damage. Let's see the rams of TaToH. He only has 2-3 siege workshops now as well. He needs to get out more siege workshops and more castles. He's only at pop 75 military. Maybe trying to get some snipes against the Onagers here. He is holding for now, but he needs to continue holding. Another relic snipe, and it will be 5 against 0 relics. That will be very surprising for Aantan. TaToH needs to hold though. He is maybe overbooming a bit by 80 already. It is only 70 military. Let's go into his... He is out of wood. How did that happen? He built maybe too many Onagers, too many rams. He needs to hold that hill. But still, so many traps out, so many longbowmen here as well. He needs to repair that castle. Onagers not doing enough. He needs to maybe even consider buying some wood. He needs to have all those villagers on wood, or he will lose that hill, and therefore the hill and the game. Those castles need to survive. Nice sneaky attacks here, but he does not need to kill villagers. He needs to kill army. Look at that beautiful spread around here by Bender. He keeps on continuing killing and pushing. A bit of an overextension here, losing some now as well. Villagers so low for Bender. He's not really getting those up. Let's take a look. Maybe TaToH can catch up a bit. He has Aantan has, let's take a look, only 21 lumberjacks, 30 on gold at this very moment. At the same time, we have TaToH with 60 on wood, so he is doing the right things. He is still repairing those castles. Still 5, 6 traps even up. At the moment, I feel like even if TaToH is losing those castles, he might have a chance to crawl back later in because he's getting the eco up, but still only 3 castles. The production of longbowmen is just so small. Not using that castle as well, that's a beautiful move still, but it's so tough, guys. I'm not really sure what to say. It is not no wall mod, but it's pretty unimportant to have walls in this moment. The traps will kill that castle for sure. Longbowmen count not enough. Rams now coming in, 2 Onagers here for Aantan. Maybe the rams can close the distance against the trap. That would be so great. The castle will go down for sure. Rams closing down the distance. 1 trap down, 2nd trap not down. And the hill is up for grabs. Champion push now continuing here from our German player. Let's see, he's now retreating. TaToH, that is. Maybe get some Onagers out here. Is getting more siege workshops. Aantan is continuing to push. He has a lot of longbowmen. He is getting more gold. And TaToH will lose more castles. Let's take a look. He has enough stone to build another castle. Yeah, I can agree with that. He's going for more stone as well. but he's not getting the sheer numbers. He has 80 military now compared to 100 of Aantan, who's going for full attack. He is now having the hill. He's going for the rams. So many traps out. Luckily for TaToH, it's not HD, so the traps aren't doing splash damage. Still a lot of skirmishes, units you don't want to really have in the long run. Onagers, maybe can they get a good hit here? Not really. Next movement of traps, next castle down. That's what I kind of predict. Another castle here in the back. TaToH not using that castle at all. And just continuing to push 120 pop. Is Aantan doing it after being down 3-0? TaToH not having the masses that he wanted to. Desperately trying to get more castles up. Now he's going for the Cavalier switch. He has enough gold. He has 5 relics. He did have gold for quite some long time. Maybe with all those Cavaliers he can kill the Longbowman and those capped rams. Skirms at the front. That's very cost efficient. Kills that still better for Aantan. TaToH needs to buy time. He's pop 160 out of now pop 200. If he maybe can get to a strong pop 200 army again and can get a lot of longbowmen, skirmishers and cavaliers out, and he can snipe those traps, snipe those longbowmen. He basically won the game because Aantan's army Eco is still in shambles, but he's getting more and more of the gold. Now trying to fight with all the skirmishes in the front here. Not 100% sure if that's the right move. Now all the light cap are coming in with some patrol. TaToH needs to send in all his longbowmen as well. This might be the last hold of TaToH. The castle not being repaired knows that it's not worth against all those longbowmen and all those traps here. Now going for the attack. Let's take a look at those rams at the side, buffering, taking all the damage. This looks so bad for TaToH. Aantan might be doing it. He's pushing in with more longbowmen here. TaToH, next castle up. Archery ranges. He still has all the 5 relics, so if he can get this game roughly 1 more hour, maybe 30 more minutes, that would be the GG for him. He still has a lot of his gold spot. Maybe he can get some onagers out. If he gets like 3 onager shots, that could absolutely change everything as well. Still annoying here in the back, but the longbowman push is just so incredibly strong. Capped rams now by TaToH. Going for more skirms, going for more longbowmen. TaToH camping on the hill. Maybe some sneak onager shots over here. Very low on wood. Better resources by TaToH. Let's take a look. This ram will do some damage. So 3 traps going down. That's a good start for TaToH here. And suddenly we're down to 4 traps. That slows down Aantan quite a bit, and suddenly we have TaToH in the score, in the lead, and oh god, what is Aantan doing? He's losing so many longbowmen here at the front, fighting in that castle, and suddenly, I think TaToH maybe turning this around. He's ahead in villagers, and now ahead in military. Did Aantan really throw this game? Now the the cavaliers are coming in, all the traps might go down. Is TaToH turning this game around? This might be the sweetest comeback I've witnessed this in a long time. TaToH now even pushing in with the rams at the side. Look at that, only sending in the rams. Only just still in the siege workshop here. What are we witnessing, guys? Rams pushing in here. Another trap of Aantan going down. This gold needs to be retaken by TaToH. Score leads still heavily in favor of Aantan, but another castle under threat here. 7k HP on those bridge castles, so that's very good for him. Remember, still 5 relics for TaToH here. It's still everyone's game. Military count both in the around 70 military count. Villager count both pretty reasonable on both sides. This weird raid here is freaking me out in the long run. Longbow count pretty good for both players. TaToH, nice amount of skirmishes and has more rams, so now he's taking the more cost efficient fights here. Onager at the side here. Now even a trap for TaToH, something we didn't see in quite some time. Aantan going for champions to counter against the rams. Good against the rams, not good against longbowmen, as we all know. TaToH popped 200 here. He is maybe doing it. Not 20 idle villagers. Military now better for Aantan again. TaToH needs to regroup. Aantan out of wood. TaToH at the same time nice resources except gold, but he can still get a lot of gold over here. He would need a second lumber camp. He's getting a 3rd castle on the hill. Needs to regroup with all his longbowmen, and then he can take good fight after good fight. So much more gold for Aantan. He did take, I believe, even 2 of TaToH's gold spots. Is that an option? No, no, that one was one of Aantan, that one was one of TaToH. And probably TaToH took one over here. So it's a bit better for Aantan, but that doesn't matter. TaToH did fight so much more with skirmishers. His onagers... Yeah, he stopped with onagers in the long run. Oh, one trap going down even against Longbow Man, but one trap going down in return. Or is he getting repaired enough? Oh, look at the HP! What? Okay. Champion's overextending a bit here. TaToH's overbooming now. Pop 130 volts is too much in Britain's war. You don't want to go to 130. Aantan can dictate fights here. It's a bit like on the Spanish war from before. Okay, 4 castles here for TaToH. And that will be it. On the other side we have a lot of castles. Now he wants 2 converts here. So trying to take a good fight, but so much more army for Aantan. And the skirmishers, they need to be in front. We need to deduct that army as well, because they aren't doing much, and it feels a bit like TaToH maybe even forgot about them. So many longbowmen. Let's see cat rams here being produced by TaToH, being sent to the front. Patrol is coming in from TaToH. Look at how many arrows those cat rams are soaking. Oh, and TaToH's getting an extra stone spot, so he might get even another castle up. Oh, what an intense game. I have still no idea who wins it. Everything on the line. Those rams, yeah, they shouldn't go on their own. Longbow Man. And Aantan is pushing into the relics of TaToH. Monastery under threat. What is TaToH doing? Is he trying to go for a raid through the middle? Yes, indeed he is, and Aantan cannot really send anything. So TaToH will go down to only 2 relics, those 2. We'll lose 3 for now. And monks are ready from Aantan, so he might snag back those relics. Let's take a look. And those 2 monasteries prepared as well. So Aantan will indeed get those relics. We have some raids now coming in. Aantan dropping down to solid 80 villagers, and a lot of them even idle. Relics now is the goal here of Aantan, and maybe he can even get to 3 relics. Military count now strong for both, in roughly the hundreds. I think TaToH should split his army a bit better. Oh, what is that? A siege workshop. This castle will go down, and second relic getting or coming in for the touchdown. The push continues. I think TaToH needs to fall back. Now, yeah, he did kill some units, but yeah, killing some farmers can easily be replenished. I think he did catch some units as well, but I think the most important thing is to push that back and maybe kill those monasteries back, because at the moment it's 2 relics against 2. So selling wood and food. Being very active with raiding. And TaToH at the moment 164 out of 170, losing so many houses as well. 1 more castle under threat. What is he doing with all those longbows? I think he needs to fight. He is behind the military at 80 compared to 110, waiting for another ram. Now he's patrolling in, and I think he should be able to push that back. He has a hill here, and he has all the production facilities here as well. So he is absolutely set up to defend that here. And I believe Aantan is reasonably well spread out, but he's attacking the siege workshop quite a bit with a lot of his army. So it is better for TaToH here. Will he hold that castle? It's still 2 traps shooting. Let's see TaToH. He is trying to repair, now focusing on that trap. 70 HP on the trap, 1.2k, yep. So the castle will live for now. he can repair against one trap for sure. He's staying on that hill, is having skirm to the front and Longbow Man in the back. Another raid here, TaToH being super active and I love that, but still the rally count now better for Aantan. Aantan going down to pop 140, 70 military and 70 villagers. What a scrappy game. Aantan, let's take a look at his resources pretty soon. After we compared with TaToH, he is 400 wood, 3.6k food. Aantan and his amount of woods, but very low on food, so he cannot go for the light cav or skirmishes here. Longbow Man now pushing in, trying to go for the trap. That castle will live for sure. The trap will go down indeed. Aantan is now retreating. Nice amount of longbows. I love that. Monks there to heal. What can TaToH do? Maybe some rams at the front. Maybe could go for some onager attacks here. Or is he simply going for the attack with all the skirmishes in the front? Now he has more rams. Good for him, trying to go for the attack, and it feels that that's a bit better for TaToH, having some rams to still soak some damage, and Aantan thinks a shame and is retreating. What a game, sniping that. Monk should be focus number one, indeed. Maybe even build a trap here. TaToH, oh. How can he continue that? He's at pop 200, 140 here for Aantan. Will we see another best of 9? I was prepared for a very long day and they might deliver. That will be a solid 8-hour VOD or something. And I would be very happy. My deathmatch heart would be so happy. Traps now trying to kill that monastery, saying, oh, I can steal relics from you, but you are not allowed to steal relics from me. He's retreating a bit, does not want to take the fight against that hill with the traps. Maybe reposition himself a bit. Has enough of longbows. You can see rally count is over here, guys. Skirms in the front. Now TaToH, I want to see what does he have prepared in those siege workshop. Rams only. Uh-oh, traps need to go back a bit further. Longbow Man doing a great job. Capped ram being filled with skirms, not really the optimal choice here. TaToH still pop 190, Aantan now up to pop as well. He has a nice food eco as well. A lot of second row farms, I don't like that, but sometimes that needs to happen. A lot of rams at the front now. TaToH is pushing in the traps to the front as well. What is he focusing now? Longbow Man doing a great job. Traps at the rams soaking a lot of damage here. That's a lot of good kills here. Lot of good kills here for TaToH. He's catching up with the KD and killing now the stable here. Skirmishes going down at the front, and suddenly it looks like we have Aantan running out of Longbow Man. TaToH should maybe think about switching onto more light cav. Maybe even some onagers. An onager at the side would do major damage here. Needs to go and get out the rams first. And he's taking a reasonable engagement, but not getting against the skirmish and not against the longbows here. At the moment he's just trading off all those skirmishes. He's killing them slowly but slowly. Still both players with a very strong population. More rams being produced by both players. It's just continuing the attack. The skirmishes did go for a small, vacation, and now they're back. TaToH selling some resources again. What a weird game here, and Bridge War, that's sometimes what it looks like. So many Longbow Men, and we have two players wishing for civilizations to take, for Persians and for Britons, and players luckily could deliver. Skirms now in front, Longbow Man in the back, exactly how you want it to be. And this, I have no idea how to win those fights. It just produce more than the other guy. Single light cav won't do much. Maybe try to sneak in a single onager shot here, but with only 2 relics, how can you do that? You need to get the traps out now and kill the monasteries. Does Aantan have extra monasteries? No, only those 2. TaToH continuing to attack, sniping some skirmishes long distance, now going for more siege workshops. Maybe can get more rams on. It feels that TaToH is playing it a bit better now. The traps now going for the cast. I'm not 100% sure if I like that move. I think focusing on the monasteries first would be better. Longbow Man now overextending a bit. And now the traps even getting attacked. Needs to get the repairs in, and 1 down already. I think that was a wrong focus here. TaToH, yeah, overextending a bit, I would say. Aantan still a lot of food, reasonable amount of wood, and I think Aantan will hold with that hill here. And TaToH needs to retreat. Sending in some more rams, but I feel this is so much better for our player from Germany. Is TaToH maybe overextending here? I think he needs to fall back. Yeah, he's building rams, and Aantan is trying to get some as well, but it's just not a hill that you can really take. So struggling to stay on a high population even. Oh, even this trap might go down, and indeed it falls. TaToH, retreat, get to pop 200 again. You have less villagers, so that's good for you when it comes to fighting. Indeed, he has enough resources. Now getting some light cav out. Maybe he wants to group up light cav and then wants to go for a big kill up. He still is controlling a lot of the side here of Aantan, but he has a great eco at the right hand side, so that's not really bothering him. Where are all the longbowmen of TaToH? He's now trying to go for another big side attack. Lots of rams coming in. TaToH ignoring this, so he's accepting that he's playing with the relic deficit, but he's now going in for the big push, maybe into all of the castles of Aantan. Is that an option? That's a lot of rams indeed. Let's count it, 9 rams here, and they can take down some units or some, yeah, castles for sure. Let's take a look. Now he's focusing on that TC first, I believe. No, he's focusing on the castles. Let's see how that goes. TaToH is going in there. The longbowmen should be focused down by all those castles. What a weird push. One trap now coming in from TaToH. Skirmishes going back. Maybe some light cav to clear up those skirms. What a weird push here by TaToH. Trying to kill all those castles. It's one castle. If Aantan would lose all of them, I think he will lose a lot for sure. Now even some light cav coming in. What a beautiful move here by TaToH. How is he doing that? He will lose some castles as well. And he has one left after that. But that's still a very, very deadly push, and we might see Aantan go into the negative supply there. We have TaToH now dropping 180 out of 185. Aantan still with a lot of houses. He rebuilding somewhere? I don't see it. 2 castles down, but now we're down to only 3 rams, 4 rams. And yeah, he didn't even kill all the castles. We have Aantan now at 490, still only 2 rams. It feels like that will be it, and TaToH could have focused a bit better. Maybe could have taken out 1 more castle. At the same time, he's pushing with skirmishers. And what a scrappy game we can witness here. Those had roughly 70-80 military, roughly 100 to 90 villagers. And TaToH going for more and more attacks, going for the light cav raid now. Let's see, does Andy have anything to defend? Not really. Nice splitting here of TaToH as well. Splitting off 2 light cav here, 2 light cav there. And if he is able to defend that, killing off all the halberdiers and then light cav do something. Those army needs to go to the top as well. Then he can maybe kill all the... And he already lost 2 games by this. By not protecting his eco well enough, and that's unprotected. And he might lose a lot. If TaToH is holding here and can kill off all the army of all the eco again, he might switch this game around. And at the moment he's doing a great job. He did kill some of the eco, is going for more, and is now pushing in the middle. Let's take a look. Skirmishes are coming in. Traps. Is Aantan really willing to push up the hill here? Is he trying to go for the castle? TaToH now even banking some gold. It's at pop 190. Aantan is at 170. What a great game here. Now the rest of the army of TaToH is coming in. That means he's pushing with the rest, guaranteed. He might even kill off all the longmen, and if all the longmen of Aantan will die, all the hopes of killing light cav will cost sufficiently in the long run as well. More skirmishes are pushing in, still some rams to buffer. Aantan is getting home with some of the longbowmen, but look at that, all the ratings at the side. This is so brutal. We have both players now dropping to 450. Aantan on his side is going for some skirmishers. Skirmisher kills as well. What an epic game. Welcome to 90. More skirmishers on that hill. light cap ratings are continuing. Aantan, he has some halberdiers, yes, but he is losing so many units here. Still has some traps, still has some longbow. TaToH now getting all the resources on the map. Let's take a look at wood, because that might be a fact in the long run. TaToH still has a reasonable one here and is expanding over here. And at the same time we have Aantan with mass amount of wood, so that's not very important for him. Maybe only for TaToH. TaToH now with a strong 90 army, 90 villagers. He only needs to build one more house and then he can go back to pop 200. Is continuing his raiding, and that's so annoying. Aantan at 70 villagers at the moment. The push is continuing, small skirmishes, the traps, killing a TC there, and now onagers are coming in. Let's take a look how they will play out, and I will go into the point of view of Aantan to see the kills. And for now they are focusing on the traps. Let's see if they can get some kills off the skirmishes. One trap down, second trap being scared, but that wasn't too efficient, but killing one trap isn't too bad. So, all in all, okay, I would say. Some converts even against light cap. Mass skirmishes, and I still have no idea who wins this game. Aantan at pops 66 villagers, so he has a very big army and is now killing a lot of TaToH's army here. TaToH absolutely needs to retreat. Needs to fall back on that hill. Cannot take any fights. He needs to go back to pop 200 before he can do something. And oh, Aantan now thinking, it doesn't really benefit you if you lose a lot of bullets just by raiding. Let's do that to my enemy as well. And oh, TaToH, another sneaky attack at the side here, and that will be so efficient. But Aantan having so many light caps to clear that up. TaToH needs to retreat, now sending in all the light cap, or is he? I think he needs to retreat and wait for pop 200 and only then go for everything. Nice clear on the left hand side, right hand side. We absolutely get smashed down here, so bad for TaToH. But at the same time he's getting all the skirmishes here at the front. What a weird positioning, Aantan not retreating in time. All the light cap snacking now, rams coming in, skirmishes now even going ahead and trying to take some fights against Longbow man here at the same time. So many skirmishes going down, weird positioning here, and what a weird fight. Now even some Arbalest being mixed in, some sort of Mystic I would think, because he still has enough of castles out. TaToH now dropping down to pop to 130 and he's tapping it out. He's GGing. Warplate Grad Bander, Alclan Bander, PG Lands is taking it 5-4. We are not going into another best of 9 after the failed push here, or not killing enough, after being snaked away those 3 relics, after not defending the push against his main, after not punishing Aantan with his very, very greedy start. TaToH needs to tap out and ends this great series with a 5-4. Thanks so much for both players for providing such an entertaining series. Let's take a look over the kill stats. A bit better for Aantan still. He was so far ahead. Before we switched into the pure trash wall, did so many raisings, all his traps. Had an unstoppable pop 100 or 155 army there. Good, a bit better for Aantan. Gold in the end, a bit better for him as well. And stone was better for TaToH. And now let's take a look at the relics. Look at that, 3 to none in the end, and still 3k more for TaToH. But that could have been 9k to none if he protected them a bit better. And well played by both. And that was a very entertaining series, and I'm happy for Andy. I know him for 15 years now, and wow. Well played, well played. And I hope you enjoyed it. I got super hyped during the last games, and especially the last one, because it was absolutely, could have went both ways. Kellen very active at the moment, no? And farms? Yeah, that was so weird on the Team Island game. Yeah, someone getting old. Well, he's even older than I am. What was the banner story I wanted to tell? We are in... Let me think about when I was in ninth grade. So 14. No, it had to be later. I think it's summer 2003, and it was one of the first summers that I didn't travel with my parents on vacation anymore. So normally, like when you were younger, like 10, you 2 weeks with your parents, then 1 week with your nana, 1 week with your other nana, and then like 1 week like football camp with your friends, and 1 week like to the Baltic Sea or something. But that was the first summer holidays, which are 6.5 weeks in Germany of school, that I didn't want to do anything. I only wanted to play AOC. And Bender at that time, I think he was in between university and finishing school. So he had free time as well. And I played every single day for 40, 45 days in a row, maybe even 50 days in a row. We played every single day 10 to 14 hours. Every single day. And that's when I became like from 1750 to 2K in like 6 weeks in the old MSN Gaming Zone times. We played at ridiculous hours, and it was both like we only played AOC or slept, and it was so intense. It was we used Battlecom at that time. It was long before TeamSpeak and Skype and such, and that's really he taught me so much. And Andy, I'm telling them of our summer 2003, us playing 40 days in a row, 12 hours each day. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah, then I became like, I made the jump from being a mediocre player to like being top 50 in the world. And who's us? You and me. Land Nomad times. Like Land Nomad was a new favorite map, and a lot of players played it. And I will ask him, wanna do a short interview? Yeah, nearly equivalent to casting Forest Nothing. Town of 69. I'll put someone needs to turn nearly he's still mediocre. No, I was good, and then I became mediocre again. At that time I was really good. Where Ben is living these days? I believe he's living in Western Germany. Oh, I don't remember. If I had like 5 cities to pick off, I would probably remember, but he studied, I believe, renewable energy. But he started in like 2004 or 5 or something, so I don't know what he's doing now. But he studied for quite a long time. He studied a solid 8 years or something. Get good again. I will try. West Germany, like Western. I will message him. Maybe I can get him in a Skype interview. I'm not sure if he knows that people are actually streaming and watching games nowadays. Because when he was active, that didn't happen. That wasn't standard. Like when we played, it was always like upload the Rex on Legion clan. That was the most famous clan at the time. And they hosted all the big tournaments. And then everyone was watching the Rex. And you had like 2,000 clicks on a rack. There's 2,000 players, all did load them down on their own PCs. No spec overlay, no possibility to watch them together with someone. Legion was crap? Ah, says Storm. Yeah, like Storm was a clan kind of competing with them. Or Master Zone. Indeed, did GGP. Or Grey Panthers forum. Maybe they were Rex as well. Oh, I feel so bad for you, T90. That yesterday didn't work out for you. Okay, Bender says he feels down and he wants to do it another time, but I told him like the viewers are here now. So mate. Only has to be 3 minutes. What's his name? Andy? What's his Skype name? Let me join TeamSpeak. Maybe I can get him. Okay, well, Bender wasn't AFK the whole time. He has been playing stacked BF a lot in the last couple of years, right? Yeah. No, not stacked. He's played. Okay, he gave me a guideline to what not ask, and I will follow that. So he will come. And BTS. Okay. So I will have Bender for you pretty soon. So, hello Andy. I cannot hear you yet.
Hey, I was looking for my microphone.
Ah, and you found it. So congrats, mate. What an intense series.
It was kind of troubling me when it was 3-0.
Yeah. So how did that go so quickly? Like, let me go through the maps. Like, the first one was Hans on Prairie. What went wrong there?
Let me think. Wait, Hans. 9 games to remember.
Okay.
Kind of a lot. That was really a long game. I think it wasn't really something going wrong there.
Okay.
I think he had more relics on his side of the map, and that was
that was
after some time.
Yeah, that was very fortunate for him indeed. Frank's War. At one point, I already called it, knowing that you won. You had the hill in the middle. You had 80 more pop in the.
Yeah. I didn't take so much attention on his rating. I'm too
Okay,
old
that's
school
what we saw
deathmatch
as well.
player, you know. I usually don't rate so much because it takes more from you than you win by it. But in this point, it was much better. He killed like 30 villager or more there. I should have reacted on it.
Indeed. Okay, we don't need to speak about the Goth War, Persian's War.
Was
Typical.
map.
Yeah, it was weird. Persian's War was typical Andy going for the clump elephant scorp only, and you just steamrolled him, and then you won 2 Mongols wars, and then we got into the tight ones. Mayans didn't look too great for you. Spanish War. What did you do so much better than him?
In which one?
In the Spanish Team Island War.
I think I shut down his buildings way better than him. I think I only lost a few buildings in the entire game, but he lost like all the docks in the front line, the castles, the houses, and that takes a lot of resources as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think
Maybe
Mayans
my
wa-
map had a little more wood than his, and it wasn't all mined on both of maps. There's still some wood there, but he couldn't anymore because my ships was blocking it.
Yeah, you only had 3k more wood in the end, so it was pretty even.
But it was a buggy map again. There was only 2 relics.
No, that's standard. That's how we created the map. Because with 5 relics, it was too often that it wasn't fair. So we now made
Okay,
it
but
2
how come it
relics.
happened that there was 2 relics when I was playing against rocks?
Oh, then you picked the wrong map.
No,
should-
we had the right map, I think.
Okay,
It was a very buggy map there as well. Yeah.
It should be 2 relics in total.
Okay,
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so what was your feeling after you were down 3-0?
Oh yeah. So I'm already losing all the games in the last days. I thought I'm just gonna lose now.
Okay.
But you can always try to win. There's no point on just giving up too early.
Yeah. Okay, and now the last game was super intense. Please tell me, what did you think when you saw Brits, and what did you decide with your build-up?
I was pretty happy when I saw it was Brits, because Brits is not about having super speed. It's more about the knowledge of the game, where you want to attack, and it's a very knowledge game then, actually. I think he did a lot of mistakes in the Brits war. He had always army idling somewhere, hitting my buildings in the back. I don't know. There was like 30 units in there. And he wanted to go skirmishers right away to save gold. I think that isn't the best idea, in my opinion.
Well, he
And just
went to a
push
lot
him
of-
back. You saw that he was kind of quickly pushed back, and then
Yeah. So when did you feel like you won it?
actually pretty after I won the second hill. But
Okay,
he kept
okay.
on playing. I thought like, oh yeah, could be. Depends on how much gold he has in the back.
Well, it was 5 against 0 relics.
Yeah, I was angry that I lost some. Should have maybe sent some army there for a short minute, not to lose them. But I conquered some back, so I thought, yeah. After that one, I was thinking, yeah, okay, now I definitely can win this for 80% or something.
Okay, sweet. So I guarantee you to make it a shorter interview. And so I will pre you and congratulate you to being the rising star of deathmatch.
Yeah.
After
Shine should
being-
have signed up for it.
Yeah, Shine did sign up, but then he had.
He told me he wanted to, he backed up because he had to move.
Yeah, he moved and had 2 new job offers, so he simply had no time. And yeah, that
I
was
wanted to
very
say something
unfortunate.
about the Mayan war. I was actually, I got the time wrong there. I wanted to restart it, then it was just 5 minutes, but it's just 2 minutes to reset. And did you saw that I was sending Villager to his base? I think I lost control there over 1 second.
Yeah, I have no idea. Did you try to like box and send an eagle over, or was that the wrong group? or
No.
what was going on?
I don't even recall that I sent those Villager forward. I thought
Okay.
he's not a market guy, he didn't do any market in any game, and then all of a sudden he's making a market in Maya. Was
Well-
disturbing me a little.
But Mayans, it makes a lot of sense to go for the market, right?
Yeah, I know, but it still makes a lot of sense in any war if you can make it like after 1 or 2 minutes. But he still didn't do it except for the Team Island game. Okay, he
Yeah.
sold the food there.
Yeah. But you didn't sell it down to the bottom, right? I think you got the market
I
afterwards.
think he
and
did.
sell it.
I think he
Okay.
did sell to the bottom the fruit, but he didn't touch the wood.
No,
It's not
I
some
mean
wood
in
then.
Man's War.
Ah, yeah, he didn't touch the button. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was a mistake. Actually, should
Yeah.
just sell everything, of course.
I think so as well. Okay, then thank you so much. Maybe some last words to the viewers. We had some peak 150 viewers on my stream, Manpo streaming as well. And
Much he had?
I don't know, I would say roughly the same. I didn't learn very
Okay.
much.
Well, what should I say? I'm happy I won. Huh?
That's something that most people say. And how did you like the tournament in general?
Not so much. It just postponing all the time. It's
Yeah,
like double the time now of the limit.
Yeah. The M things plus Callan, who had the focus of getting games done instead of like forcing players to play and punishing them for not playing. And DMers are super bad in scheduling as well. But yeah,
Oh, well,
this
I
has
got
to be
my
annoying.
games on time always.
Yeah, but you're special. Okay, then thank you so much, Andy, and have a great time. Hopefully, we will see you more in deathmatch tournaments because there are a
Probably
lot of-
not.
Well, why?
I think I'm really bored, dude.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't want to play it in the end. I mean, the
Okay.
beginning was okay, but when I started playing against Rox and TaToH, now I was like, oh, I don't want to play.
Okay. I personally still have the dream to organize a deathmatch show match, Germany against USA. Like Shine, me, you, and Snay against Callan, Praxis, Leash, and Andrew or something. And then we play like 4 1v1s for 1 point each, 3 2v2s for 2 points each, and 2 4v4s for 4 points each or something. And I would absolutely
that
love
sounds
that.
nice. I like team games more than 1-on-1.
Yeah, but there are deathmatch team games as well. And I would love to see you in there. And yeah, enjoy AOC and don't spend all your $250, which you won now.
Ooh, no, I will not.
Okay.
So when you're planning to do this?
No, that's just a dream. I did contact Callan, but he didn't answer back.
Okay,
And
just a nice dream.
yeah, it's just a nice dream, and it will be tough for them to set up a good time zone as well. But it would be like 1 day show match, nothing too special.
Okay.
I will
I would
contact
prefer
you.
to play more of those 4 against 4, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, they
Than
won't.
those
They
1-on-1.
won't.
Yeah.
Like obviously that's where we shine, but they probably won't. So I will try to contact Callan again, and we will see about that. But I would love it.
I would love that too.
Okay, then thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you too. Bye, Neely.
Bye. So.